Well, it looks like we are live, and it's the December the 26th, Boxing Day. There's some good deals I see here. I bought a pair of shoes the other day on the 23rd, and yeah, I think it was the 23rd. And today they got 25% store-wide, 25% off. So I went and got my refund. My shoes were 25% off, so that's good. Instead of $109, they were $89. So that's good. I like that. So let's hope that the hey, Ronnie, you're the first one in today. I think I sent you a message or something, or went to your. Anyways, I was looking you up there. Stream Elements is running. What do you know? It comes on automatically. Ray, how you doing there, Ray? Merry Christmas to you guys, and Tommy in the house. So I was just thinking today's topic is what I'd like to have it as. What did you get for Christmas? And did you get what you wanted for Christmas? I wasn't really expecting anything. I just had some friends that invited me over for supper on the 23rd. And they gave me a stocking with some stuff in it. So I feel guilty because I didn't take anything with me. I didn't take any gifts with me. I didn't know the people that well. I knew the ones that invited me. The parents and the daughter was the one that gave me the stocking with the gifts in it. It was not too bad. It was a good supper. One day a year I get to eat like that. So that was fantastic. We had a good turkey, stuffing, ham. No, there was no stuffing. That was the only thing that was missing. Potatoes, everything else. They had some vegan stuff in there. A vegan meatloaf. Wasn't too bad at all. So that was delicious. Get yourself a drink. Sit back and relax. And let me know what you got for Christmas. And I'm still painstakingly trying to get this Stream Elements to work properly, and I think it is. And anyone that is a moderator, I think they'll know what to do. You got a motorcycle backpack and a new motorcycle storage bag. Lucky you. Santa was good to you this year, I guess, eh? Just what you wanted. Do you have some way of, do you have I don't know what size of motorcycle you have. Does it have like saddlebags or a thing on the front or the back where you can put stuff in? Or I guess that's where the backpack and the motorcycle storage bag, like saddlebags or whatever they call them. That's probably where that goes. That's cool. You can take some stuff with you, and when you head out into the road, there's a Stream Elements thing. If you'd like to buy me a coffee. Oh, well, that's automatic. So as I was over at my friend's place, they invited me over for supper. And on the 23rd it was. But the kids, they wanted to open presents. So they started opening their presents. They got big boxes of big box toys and what have you. And they ripped the cover. They ripped the cover off. Look at the box, and then they set the box aside. And so they opened all their presents, and they didn't play with any of them. What the youngest one played with was just a balloon they had there blown up. We were, popping the balloon around. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, a Honda. Okay. A 300-liter. Oh, wow. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a small motor scooter of some sort, bigger than an electric bike, bigger than the e-bikes. I I would need a hitch or something to hook it up onto the back, but I wouldn't mind that. Then you could park your van, you could drive around in the town if you're in some town, and you wouldn't have to drive your van around all over the place. Although my van, can park like a car, I can drive it around and so Tommy, thank you very much for the gift. Appreciate that. I sent out a few stickers last week here. They probably won't. Whoever I sent them to, they probably won't get them till next year, like after January, or maybe between Christmas and January. It all depends. I sent it a couple of days ago now. So, if anybody else is interested in stickers, I still have lots of stickers left. I'm just in the process of making a new bunch of not bunch, but a new sticker or several. And Stream Elements this keeps. Hello there, Shawn S. How you doing? Good afternoon. And Fordman, Kenneth is in the house. What does Kenneth say? You're typing on a tablet. That's all right. So if anybody new that just came in, I think in the top up somewhere is a link to the panel if you want to come on the panel. If not, that's okay too. But the topic of today is, what did you get for Christmas, and did you get what you wanted? Or are you going to have to take it up with Santa and see what you could do? Paul, Wakey RC, good evening. Some say afternoon, some say good morning, some say good evening. I guess it all depends on where you are. So, Paul, what did you get for Christmas? I actually got some gifts, like I said, from a friend. They gave me a stocking, but I bought something myself. I need new shoes because between the heel and the sole part, the front, with the ball of your foot and the heel, when you would bend it, there was a crack in it. I didn't notice it, but the whole bottom was cracked there, just enough that when you walked in water, your foot would get wet. So I had to go and get some new shoes, and I got them before Christmas. But they have a Christmas a Boxing Day sale on today, and I saved 25%. So went back and got my. Yeah, you see, there you go. Shedel Tommy knows what to do with the moderation. You just type in the first name of the. I think I have Ray in there. If you just type in exclamation point Ray, or no, not Ray. Sorry. Wait a minute, my phone ding here. Let's see what I got. Was it a surprise or nothing? Oh, maybe it was Kenneth Oakes. He shared out my video, my live stream. Thank you very much, Kenneth. Appreciate that very much. Van Life, I think it is. Just the first word. I haven't programmed everybody in there yet, so that when you go, so makes it your job much easier. Stone Wolf, long time no see, my friend. Actually, it's been a long time since I've seen you on any kind of live there. Is it cold? Can you fly drones? It's actually cold and snow here, and some of the people were complaining. Can you believe it, that it's too cold and whatever. It's the coldest it's been in Vancouver for a long time. Yeah, see, Rays is all one word. Van Life rocks, right? So I would put that all in one. So then you have to type. Well, I might shorten it. That's the thing. The moderators don't really know what to type in because they don't know what I programmed it as. The exclamation point does not seem to work so far. Seem to be working so far. Well, might not be for Ray yet because I haven't programmed in a whole bunch. of people. You could try, for example, Wakey, exclamation point Wakey. That may work. I have a list of ones that I have to add, and the ones that I do add are usually people that pop into the live stream. Like today, there's a few that I'm going to have to put in a little bit later. And okay, in a few days. Yeah, it's supposed to get really cold here too, like minus 17, 18, 19 in there in Celsius, which people are saying that's the coldest it's been in Vancouver for many, many years. Right now it's in Celsius degrees. It's 5 above outside. So that's not so bad. It's 5 above out there. Ronnie Braun's channel. Okay, see, now I think if you type exclamation point Ronnie, that one I have programmed in there. I think that should work. It's like supposedly it's supposed to be the first name of the channel. There, that did pop up. I guess it doesn't say who you are on there, so I'm going to have to either edit that and put your name on there so these people know that that's you. Minus 25 right now. Holy smokes. It's plus 5 here at the moment, but it's supposed to be getting cold. Sent for a couple of diesel heaters you have, Wayne. Going to fit them in the house. Beautiful, beautiful. You got a couple. They're so cheap. I think they're the cheapest way to heat your vehicle, as opposed to like the buddy heaters. My video I did on just a while ago here, a couple days last week, about there's four. I have 4 ones. There was the buddy type heater, then the wave heaters, wave 3, wave 6, wave 9. Then there was the wood stove burning heat, and the diesel heaters. And like, just from my personal opinion, I that whole video was my personal opinion. I have used the thanks, Kenneth. I have used the buddy heater. I have not used the wave heaters. I haven't used the wood burning heaters, wood stoves, but I have friends that had both of those kinds. But I am using a diesel heater. It's actually, yeah, it's on right now actually. And it says it's 21 degrees in here, Fahrenheit. So it's keeping me nice and toasty. When it gets down to minus 19, I'll have to, well, once it gets to the temperature, it keeps it there. It kind of maintains it. It doesn't turn off and on, although I can program it to turn off and on twice a day. But it keeps me nice and warm. Well, at least once a year in Medicine Hat, you get minus that cold. Hopefully it won't stick around for too long, and it'll only just be the one time. Although the winter sort of just started, so. But the days are getting longer already. Don't you notice? Cost nearly $2,000 for heating the house. Should be less than half with those. Yeah, no kidding. If you leave them run 24 hours a day, I don't know, all depends on how much you pay for diesel, but you will probably go through one of the tanks that come with it. You'll probably go through one of those every 5 days or so, if you let it run 24 hours a day. So it's $16 to fill that up here in Vancouver. So $16 for 5 days. If I let it run all the time. I don't leave it run all the time, but for a house, that would be cheap. And you could set the unit. Well, I don't know where you're going to set the unit, but you could set them outside, just have the heat coming in. Otherwise, you got to have the exhaust anyways going out. Let's see what else we got here. What's going on for... Super calm air and some insulating trees to park near. Yeah, if you can stay out of the wind. Well, I think I don't know. You guys correct me if I'm wrong on this one. If you're sitting out in the cold with the wind, then you have a chill factor. But that's because your body is warm and you have a chill factor. I'm thinking that inanimate, I can't think of the word. Like objects don't have that. There is no. It's colder when the wind is blowing. Whatever you call that, when it's the chill factor doesn't affect inanimate. Can't even speak today. Yeah, we're finally starting to get longer days since the 21st. So they're not much. I think it's 4 minutes a day, or so many minutes a day that it gets longer every day. So, and in I don't know about here, Vancouver, probably the same all across Canada. This latitude is in Medicine Hat in the winter. The days get dark by like 4:30 in the 4 and 4:30, and in the summer it gets dark in like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Before it starts getting dark, which is nice. That's a lot of hours it changes. And if we were somewhere in between and left it there all the time, that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that at all. Yeah, okay. Thanks there, Michael, for stopping in. Yeah, I got my whole radiator flushed and all done in Napa Auto there out by Redcliffe. So I got that done there before I came here. So I'm set. Because in Alberta they make sure that you can stand the cold. They do it like a lot more than here in BC. Vancouver, because it's nice and warm. Oh, there you go. There's the channel for Michael, for Stone Wolf. There you go. And what the heck is Stream Elements? You can follow it. It looks like it's everything I put in there. The merch, the different channels. Yeah. Anything that's warm. Yeah, but if you have if you put a metal pail outside, just leave it there and it's cold, does the wind chill affect that? Or like it's the temperature it is outside already? Okay, this Stream Elements is happening too quickly. I have to bump that down a bit. Saved by Grace. Thank you for popping in. I wanted the rapture. So today's topic is, did you get everything you wanted for Christmas? And also, what did you get for Christmas? Okay, Michael, thanks for coming in, spending your time here. Go and have some lunch. Yeah, that's what we got here. We have moderators that they just seem to know what they're doing. That's for sure, and I appreciate them very much. I should have sent them all a Christmas present. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be a Christmas present. You can send them a gift. Make them a paracord bracelet. Send them out. There we go. Saved by Grace. If I'm not subscribed, I better be. You just tell me to. You got 12 below and a movie. You can curl up by a movie. Every year they put Scrooge, the black and white one, and then the colored one. I didn't see the colored one this year, but I had to watch the black and white one again. I like that show. Scrooge. There's near the end, it kind of makes you cry because he became totally opposite what he was. He says he can't stand it. He was so happy at the end. Oh yeah, well, it's everybody's got the below temperature. Here in Vancouver, it's +5. I better make sure. Let me turn the light on. Is that +5 or is that -5? No, it's plus. Well, it's +4.6 now. Went down. So +4.6, which is not bad. And that's usually around the temperature that it gets all winter here. Is in the plus. Very rarely does it go like 0. Every year though, it does go below 0 for a day or two, and then it's gone. And if it does snow, it's usually gone the next day, or might stick around for a couple of days. Yeah, I don't know when this one was made. It's an old one, that's for sure. I don't even remember the actors' names, but it's an old black and white one, and then they colorized it. So they also put out the colorized version of it, which I didn't see this year. But yeah, I don't know if it was 39. It's quite a while ago. If I would remember the actor, you'd know. But I really like that movie. It's -6 on Vancouver Island. Ooh. Well, it's supposed to get like -17, -18, -19 in there somewhere in Vancouver. I'm actually in Burnaby. Excuse me. I'm actually in Burnaby. But then you just cross a street and you're in Vancouver. So I don't think the air knows the difference, so that it's, you'll have pockets of colder and warmer, but wow, 70 degrees, holy smokes. That's another thing for anybody that's in where it's warm all year round. You have Christmas parades where it never snows, let's say. Do they put up ornaments and things that have like fake snow on it, or because I've been to places like that, but I haven't lived there, so I just wondered how they celebrate Christmas. Do they put up like snow things? Why would they add snow? Because of like a white Christmas? Good thing my van is insulated. Saved by Grace. I see your picture there. I don't think I know you. Where are you? Are you on the island, or are you in Vancouver? Or I did go to CamperCon one year, but that was 2018. So I don't know if you know. They stopped doing that. That's too bad. 2018, 2019, I think was the last one. I don't know if they had one 2020, maybe. But 2018 was the first one that I went to with the Just Incredible TV. On the island. I'd love to go to the island this year again, but I don't know if they'd even let me across, being in Alberta. Out of province, people pay a little more. It's not much more. But the island I always thought had like kind of a little better weather. But if you're going to have -18, ooh, and I got a diesel heater in here, so I should be nice and toasty. That's if I leave it run all night. Sometimes I don't even let it run all night. I turn it off. I can push a key fob and it's watched your video but never commented. What? You never commented? How come? You watched the video about the different heaters. Oh, good question. Hang on. Hang on there, Kenneth. I just want to answer this one question. We got Kenneth in the basement here. Chuck, you're talking about Life of Chuck, I think. Oh, there you go. When I first came here, I visited with Chuck all the time, but the last year he doesn't talk to me anymore, and I don't know why. I contacted him, and he said we got to get together before Christmas, and he never spoke up after that. So I don't know. Okay, we have Kenneth in the basement. I'm going to bring him up, and we'll see what kind of discussion we can get. Are you ready there, Kenny? Right on. Okay, guys.
Howdy.
Howdy, my friend. So today's topic was, did you get everything you wanted for Christmas, or?
We don't know. I don't normally ask for anything. I since I got older, I normally just take whatever my family decides to get me.
Yeah, me too. I don't really celebrate Christmas, but it's because that's that time of year I kind of do it. But so,
hey, She Devil Adventures. Hey, Saved by Grace. Hey, Ben Life Rocks. Hey, Stone Wolf. Hey, everyone. Hey, Shawn S. Everybody.
Yeah, cool. So what kind of temperature have you got where you are today?
I'm sorry. I thought it was
drone.
You're making a mess.
Oh, drone.
Sorry, guys. My dad's
making. I just spilled some coffee, people.
My dad's making all kinds of mess in here. Sorry about that.
So, did you make an unboxing there, Drone Pool?
I jumped the gun a little bit.
He's taking some trash out, and
that's right here. His coffee cup.
And he's making mess here.
You spilt the coffee all over the good stuff.
Just on the floor a little bit.
Dan.
But anyway, hey.
I too saved by grace. I don't know. If you want to kindly type in your first name, you could write that down. If you don't want to mention it, that's not. I usually like to know people's first name.
I don't know if I can do that through yours.
Saved by grace. I'm alone also.
But yeah, I mean, we go over to our families, and we have like ham, mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans, macaroni salad, and things like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I only get to eat like that once a year living in my van. I went out for a turkey supper. My friends invited me over, so that was great. I loved it. Lana. Thank you, Lana. Good.
But anyway, but yeah, I mean, we that's what we have, and I've been very satisfied in all the years that I've been with my family. I've been satisfied with everything I've gotten from them. So now, when I was younger, I used to be able to get Christmas presents and birthday presents at the same time. some of my family would do that. So, but
So
we don't.
your
Don't.
birthday's close to Christmas time?
My birthday's in September 27th.
Okay.
My birthday is September the 27th, but they would always get me birthday gifts and Christmas presents at the same time.
All right. I'm going to make a tea here. I'll be back in 1 second.
All righty. Now, every now and then, there would be times that I would ask for like clothes or something like that, but that'd be about it. I mean,
Yeah. Well, it's always good to get clothes. I just bought myself some shoes a couple days ago, and I needed them, so
yeah.
I bought myself a Christmas present.
And of course, nowadays my family pretty much they know what I eat and stuff, what I like, especially the hot sauce, and that's basically what I got this year was a thing full of hot sauce with, with different different flavors.
I
Sorry,
got one.
guys. My dad's taking the trash out and he's moving the whole table and everything. But the way this thing's having it set up and everything,
Watch out, he doesn't spill any coffee on you.
well, the coffee's in the floor. I keep it away from the technology because I've ruined technology before with just spilling just a couple little drops of a drink here and there. I ruined the whole motherboard on a computer one time and it wiped it all out.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, so
Well,
and
thank you,
these
Lana, for
pe- and
popping
these
in.
people and these people that say that you can buy technology that's waterproof and things like that, I don't believe it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They sell a computer that has like a rubber keyboard. It's supposed to be
I would have
waterproof.
I would have to I would have to in order for me to believe it, I would have to see for myself.
Yeah, you have to pour some water on it, see what happens.
Yeah, but
Okay, how can I pour this? It's hot. Well, if I get the right glove.
yeah. So I don't because I've learned a long time ago and things that you can't always believe everything you see or hear on the internet or anywhere, things like that, So
Yeah, that's true.
you you, you can't always. But yeah, I've but but yeah, I've but that we had a blast. I actually just finished off the leftovers earlier. About 12:30, I finished off the leftovers of what we had left. Hey, exploring with Eden Valley drones.
Eden Valley Drones. Yeah, that's
Eden Valley
Runny from
drones.
he's from across the pond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was watching a couple of your videos there, Runny, with the Flight Simulator. So I popped in and just had a watch. I used to fly Flight Simulator. I had a whole panel. I built myself the whole thing, but I had to get rid of it moving in the van. Too bad. Still like to do that. Yes, and it's New Year time coming up. Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope you got what you wanted this year. And
But yeah, I just um Yeah, I always look forward to family time. Now, I don't know if we're going to get to do that again next year or not, because they were talking yesterday that my family might be going out west for Christmas next year.
Okay. Yeah. So how is it with the? Well, I don't know if we want to talk about that.
What's that?
The virus thing, how that's working for where you are. They're shutting down a few things here.
Well, right now, it seems to be pretty about the same. I mean, I haven't heard any. I haven't heard any new changes. I haven't heard anything new or anything.
Yeah, like
Um,
it's getting harder to go anywhere. You can't go and visit people and stuff. And I don't know. Slow fade. Boy, those lights in the back, they just shine like crazy. Oh, yeah, they do sort of change colors. I got to get my tea going here. Anybody else got tea, coffee, whatever you're drinking?
but yeah, have a good time,
There we go.
Fairydust.
Fairydust had to go. I'm so new. Disneyland, it ain't. Yeah. Just kidding. I'm new, so Disneyland, it ain't. Okay. I was at Disneyland, many, many years ago now, but I did make an appearance there. Took a few photos. Ooh, now that's hot tea. Whoa, man. Yeah, a little bit too hot right now.
That but I was watching another live over here on another tablet over here. Have a good one, Van Life Rocks. Have a good day at work.
Right on, Ray. Thank you for popping in, my friend. Eden Valley Drones, Runny. What did you just buy? Can you just buy the flight simulator in a box, like the software, and you just put it on your computer, or is it just like from the stream? What do they call that? Streaming. And what's the cost of the if you had to buy? What's the cost of it? Man, I used to have all that stuff, the throttles and the pedals and uh, yoke and all that stuff, and I sold it all of it. I don't think this computer would be able to run that, but and I only have a laptop. I don't have um, a PC that I should a gaming PC to run it, which would be better. But we used to fly with like totally air traffic control and the whole 9 yards.
But,
Yeah, you sure. Oops, you sure can, Runny. If you can see the link way at the top, or I'll pop the link in there for you. No problem. Let me just see if this is what it is. Yeah, check that out. See if that's it. If you click on it and you go somewhere else, then that was the wrong one.
had to fix something here. Um, had to charge that other tablet up I got over there too.
Ooh, man.
Are
That
you
is
drinking hot tea?
Yeah, really hot tea. There we go. We got, wait a minute. Runny's in.
Okay, so
Oh shit.
Fairydust says expect long lines when you do Disney. But then again, I'm here during Christmas, right? Okay. Yeah, it may not be so bad. I don't know what it's gonna be like.
Hey, Nate. Thank you for popping in.
I think I'm not sure, but I think before we leave to go to Disney, I think Lorraine is actually planning on having a pre-meetup or something like that. I'm
Okay.
not sure because she texted me. I don't know, but anyway.
Now, the link for Nate's channel, I don't think I have it programmed in. What you would type in would be !land, but I don't think I have that in there yet. So
I have mine programmed LCA, Land Cloud Adventures.
yeah. I don't think that'll work, but I have to program it in there in order for it to work. So, oh yeah, it did work. !land gives you Land Cloud's link.
Yeah, of course, I don't have everybody's link programmed into mine. I just
Yeah,
have
that's a lot of work.
I just had the moderators links.
Oh, okay.
Links, and
Well,
because I don't want somebody just dropping some random link and not knowing what it is. You know what I mean?
yeah. The way I got mine set up is moderators can type in anyone that I have programmed in there, anyone's ! their first name of their channel, but everyone, if they're subscribed, they can type in only the moderator's link. So,
Yeah.
like you said, I don't want them just putting anything in there, but I think a moderator can put just about anything in there. So that's good. Bernie. And my microphone is pretty sensitive, so it's amazing. Just a laptop, but the microphone's really good. And I'm usually talking way too loud. I gotta push this back. I can't read it. I can't read the screen. There. And I got these lights. It's not very cloudy or sunny out today, but the light from the front just it's overpowering. You can't do anything with the camera. So I'm hoping that everyone in the house here has got their whatever they wanted for Christmas. That was the sort of the topics I was going to keep bringing it up every little bit. Ron Sees America just popped in, or he may have been sitting in the background lurking, but he just popped up and said hi. So, oh yeah, Ron, you could type in. Well, I did already, but you could type in. I have Land Cloud programmed in there, so it's just !land, and it'll bring it up. I'm just hoping like the moderators know kind of what to do. It's the first name of the channel, unless it's like the something, then it's the word the and. Okay, Runny is up again. He was in, but something happened, and we're going to call him up here. There he is.
Oh, my webcam's not in the right place.
Yeah, so we can see you at least, eh?
Wait a minute. I think there's a bit of feedback somewhere.
Okay. Oh, he went away again. Maybe he's having technical difficulties. That's always a. Yeah, we got icicles hanging all over everywhere. Oh, my main brother is in the house, Michael Santana. How you doing, my friend? My brother? When we were on the phone the other day,
Hey, Michael Santana.
you were suggesting I do something, and I tried to do that. I couldn't. I everything was closed. I couldn't do anything that day. So I will definitely do that, though. And Fairydust says Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, Wayne and Kenny. Well, I'll tell you there, Brene. Oh, I got birds picking on the rooftop. I don't know why, but usually Christmas for me is a depressing time. I don't know why, and I don't know how to get out of it. You have friends that try to gather around, and they come here, go there for lunch, for supper, what have you, and it all feels fine at the time, but it just then I begin to think about it and say, well, they're just trying to make me feel good. Yeah, they are, but when you have a tendency towards depression time, it's hard to get out of it. And I have such good friends. They're even in the house here. They do help. They mean well. They're trying to help me, and appreciate them very, very much. And this year wasn't really the worst. It was pretty good. Okay, Runny's in the house again. We'll bring him up, see what happens. He's having technical difficulties.
Hey, man, I got feedback somewhere.
Still,
Yeah.
I think everybody in Kenny knows how to. There's no feedback coming from him.
Where the hell's that coming from?
Merry
Oh,
Christmas.
is there feedback?
And Shawn S was in the house earlier. Michael, I just wanted to let you know. I don't know if you were here then, or if you're still in the house or not. And I forgot to say hello to Karen. I think I saw Karen in the house here. Did I not? I didn't say hi.
Where's that coming from?
Maybe I was wrong, because I don't see it now. Well, anyway, I'm not hearing any feedback. Nate says no, he doesn't hear any feedback.
Okay.
So I think you're good, Rennie.
Mm-mm.
Well, every once in a while I can hear something. There, I heard a ding. I don't know who's somebody's computer.
Anyway, you're talking about the flight simulator.
Yeah.
Now I can hear feedback. Why is it feedbacking?
Oh, yeah, it's probably going through your microphone and feedback that way.
It's coming through somewhere. It's the webcam. It's a webcam.
Okay. Renee, I'm tonight. I couldn't get anything yesterday. Michael Santana suggested I go and get myself a nice turkey dinner and what have you, but they were closed and I couldn't pick anything up. But today I went and I got turkey. I couldn't buy the whole dish made up already, so I got turkey, I got stuffing, I got the potatoes. Tonight I'm going to have myself a fantastic supper. I'm going to make in the van here, and I'll curl up with a nice spot of tea tonight. I guess you make it the way Christmas, the way you want it. If you want to be in a depressed state, I guess that's what you'll get. You reap what you sow. So I have to get out of that and turn my mind around. I'm still taking those baby steps, and I don't know when I'm going to take bigger steps, but it'll get there. Okay, Renee is just telling me what to do here. And I'm saying this.
Is there more than one?
I know you're not bossy, Renee. I understand that completely. I know what you're saying. Believe me. I appreciate you very much. And I'm going to use one of Michael's sayings that to each and every one of you, if nobody has told you they loved you today, let me be the first. I love each and every one of you. And you can thank Michael for that particular saying. I picked up on that one right away. I like it. Damn it. One step at a time. Absolutely. I just watched a couple of good movies yesterday on TV. One of them was the really old Scrooge, which was nice. And then I watched one, I can't remember the name of it, but it started with they were reading the Bible. In the beginning, God, said this and that, and it was day 1, day 2, day 3, and then 4 or 5, and then 6, Adam and Eve, and then Satan was in the tree of life there or whatever it was, and convinced Eve to take a bite, and then took a bite, and then they went out. God said to them, it was in the Bible. They say it was quite good, and it went up to Noah's time, and they got in the boat, and when they landed, they came out, and I don't know if it went on any farther than that. It was pretty late, but that was a good movie. I liked that one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was good. I don't know if you're getting any feedback there, Ronnie. Maybe just in your headphones.
That must have been in Genesis.
Amazing. Well, and the virus makes a big thing in this year's celebrations and stuff too. Like, it'd be nice to get together with all the family and friends, and you can hug and kiss everybody. I did get invited out for a supper on the 23rd. I went out 60 kilometers from here. Went out and had. I don't get to eat like that very often, but I did get to go out, and we had a good supper, and it was great. Maybe that's why I didn't feel so bad this year. I don't know where that came from. Being depressed. There are a lot of people are depressed. But like I said, I'm alone. I am alone, but I'm not lonely. There is a difference between being alone and being lonely. So I'm not a lonely person. Oh, we have a beeping going on.
No.
In the last year, we took it because of the quarantine. Yeah, I know. There you go. Thank you, sir. Yes, please. So I must be saying something sort of right. And I'm not always wrong. Is that must be, I don't know where the beacon's coming from. It must be
turn that off.
Anyways, I'm still in line here with you guys. Well, thank you, Renee. Finally, I got your name right, Renee. I'm not calling you Jennifer anymore. Oh, Stream Elements is coming up too often. I gotta change that. Once every 45 minutes would be great, and not every 15 minutes or something. It gets to be an annoyance. Oh yeah. Anytime you're available, Runny, to talk about the flight simulator, let me know. If you can hear me, probably in the headphones. There you go. All right, guys, we have Ron Sees America in the basement. We're going to bring him up, and hopefully my Wi-Fi will be able to handle it.
Turn that off.
Merry Christmas.
Oops, what happened there? How come we can't? Oh, maybe Runny popped out again. He had, yeah, Merry Christmas, Ron.
Can you space us out a little bit? Because it looks like I'm cut half off.
There you go. So did my coming in not run you off?
No, he's been off and on a couple times now already.
Yeah, I saw him having a little trouble with there. Maybe he's still dealing with the echo or feedback.
So I do have some moderators in the house. Would you kindly kick this person out here that it's on the screen right now? That's definitely a troll. Kick that out or knock it off.
Shawn S has already got. Shawn S is already on it.
And I kept saying in a few of them that those people, those trolls, if they only knew that they were actually making you money, they would not pop on.
They're doing exactly what they troll against.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
There you go. That's the
things
word.
have been going. Them things have been going around like crazy here lately.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably there's no person on there. It's just a bot that's. But
there's somebody's programming the bot though.
Yeah. And you see, they're
Hey,
giving
Shawn
me a
S.
click. Okay, we'll try Runny again. Hang on, guys.
Hey, Bernie. Hey, Michael.
Yeah. And you see, they're
Hey,
giving
Shawn
me a
S.
click. Okay, we'll try Runny again. All right, Michael. Love you, brother.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, can you hear us?
Hello, Ronnie.
All right, Michael. Love you, brother. Yeah, I do hear an echo somewhere.
Hi, can you hear us?
Hello, Ronnie.
Is that better?
Yeah, hey, I'm so tiny.
I
gotta sit closer to the camera.
Wait a minute. I'm having problems.
I gotta sit closer to the camera.
Wait a minute. Damn.
Can I read Bernie's comments there, Wayne?
Yeah, you sure can. If I missed it, go ahead.
She says, Wayne, you must choose hard. You already knew about that, commented on that. And she goes, depressed is all about attitude and the way you mind. Thanks to your heart. She lost 4 very close family members from Thanksgiving to New Year's. So this year it's killing me, but I forced myself to come out and enjoy life with no regrets. And you can imagine not being with anyone during the sadness. All of us, a certain crisis last year. We were all close and they're there for each other. And last year we couldn't because of the quarantines.
What the hell's going on here? Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
So I agree, Bernie. I mean, it's been a hard time for everybody. So you know, it's not any surprise that still kind of sort of being, you know, kind of iffy about getting together and all that. And it's all set in for some people. Hopefully, you know, as time moves on, we'll get in better shape and be able to, maybe next Christmas will be a different story.
Yeah, I hope so. And sorry to hear that, Brene. I mean, this year I've had 4 people also not lost to the virus, but other ways. And you know, it's sad when you have to lose friends
Hello, Daryl, and hello, Nate.
Hey, Daryl. Hey.
Yes. Hi, Daryl. I just saw Daryl the other day, just before Christmas here.
So what's going on there, Ronnie?
Is it too much bother to put the names on the panel, like put the names up there, or not good?
No, put them on there if you want. They're not in the way.
There we go. So I have a question for Runny, though, the Eden Valley Drones guy that you were talking about, Flight Simulator. Is it just a box you buy, a package, and install it, or is it streamed?
You're muted.
He says no. Well, I didn't mute him, though.
I muted myself because I've got echo in.
You're muted.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's hard to talk when you can hear echo. You hear it yourself.
Because I've got echo in.
Yeah. And it's a 6-second delay.
Yeah, that's hard to deal with.
I have Stream Elements and the other one on, but I don't think I have that problem. Let me see if I can turn that off. No, I don't think I have that echoing on there, so that should work. Anyway. Yeah, stopped to wish Wayne a happy and very Merry Christmas. Yeah, he stopped in, knocked on my door. I didn't think it was the authorities.
It wasn't that urgent. Get your ass up, bang on the door, like, you got to get out of here.
And you know, most people, when they knock on your door, they think you can't hear them. They bang and bang and bang. It's only this thin, you know, if you don't have to knock that.
I'm this far away from it. I'm this far away from your fist as it's banging on the side of my van.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Yeah, I used to have a flight simulator, but I had to sell it all. So, Runny, I just watched a couple of his videos.
I think that's it.
I used to have a flight simulator.
That's it.
Oh, there. I can hear. You must have. You must watch a couple of his videos.
I think that's it.
Yeah. I used to have a flight simulator.
That's it.
Oh, there.
He's tried going out and coming back in.
Yeah, you got your YouTube on and Stream Elements on. That's why.
It can be frustrating.
Oh, I know. I had that too, and it took me a long time to figure out what the problem was.
Yeah, we were having that trouble with a guest of mine on my live stream Friday night. Gracie was trying to come up and show us her Christmas gift to herself was a adorable little German Shepherd puppy, and she was having the same echo issues there for a little while. She finally figured out that she had YouTube feeding in from somewhere.
Yeah, that's the culprit. Usually is YouTube feeding in. Yeah,
having a little drinky poo there, huh? I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know Runny. Or the Eden Valley Drones. He's from across the pond there. He's from.
I'm actually following a lot of European and UK channels. Yours included. Yeah. Eden Valley Drones included.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he does drone stuff too. He does really good drone.
I like the drone stuff, especially when you go and take us to new places we have, not just in your neighborhood, videotaping the roofs of houses. I like it when you're going out and like sending the drone over a cliffside and seeing a waterfall fall into the ocean, stuff like that.
Yeah, places where you can't
Right.
really go, you can't walk.
So was it yours, Wayne, that you, who was it that I saw send their drone over the side? And I think that was yours, wasn't it? No, was that?
I don't know.
Was that Eden Valley? I don't know. I think that was on the coast of England, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you're right. I think I saw that one you're talking about myself.
It was beautiful.
Fixed.
That's the kind of stuff I want to see, not people's rooftops.
Hi, Rob. You should be getting your stickers very, very soon.
Hello, Rob.
Sorry,
Looks
guys,
like-
for that mess.
Looks like Shoestring's gonna have to have surgery. Rob.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for that mess.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, it sounded like a typical YouTube delay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to tell that you have it on, and I swear I've had it down, the volume down on as the video's playing in the background, so I can monitor the output, like when I'm live. And but anyway, I'll have that echo, and somehow or another, it's still picking up the volume from the tab. I click the tab off out of existence, and it goes away. I don't know what to do.
I've had so many problems recently. It's ridiculous. Anyway, you were talking about Flight Simulator, how much it costs.
Yeah.
Well, the desktop here, that one there, I got that off Tony. He built it for me, and he put a 8 terabyte drive in it to run Flight Simulator.
Whoa, that's a lot of.
You need that
Lot of
much?
money.
Holy.
Well, I've only used about that much of it. But I've got an 8 terabyte drive, so that runs the Flight Simulator, so it doesn't interfere with the rest of my computer.
Kenny, what are you taste testing there? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Who's taste tested?
Kenny, he's taste testing something.
Is he?
I'm eating summer sausage.
Oh, summer sausage.
With hot sauce.
I usually cut pieces off with my pocket knife, Kenny.
So
Anyway, Ronnie, sorry I interrupted you.
So I've got that 8 terabyte drive in there to run Flight Simulator only. The yoke, wait a minute. That yoke there goes in and out. That cost me £90. I don't know what that is in dollars. That 90 quid for that and the throttles.
Yeah,
So
that's the same gear I had.
Then you got rudder pedals down here on the floor. These things down here. So those rudder pedals cost me 130 quid. So altogether with, because I got the deluxe version of Flight Simulator, that cost me around about 88 quid. So it's cost me about 500 for the whole setup.
Okay. Yeah, you just need a good computer to run it, I suppose, eh?
You have to have a decent computer. If you haven't got a decent computer, it just won't work because it's got so much data going through it because of all the scenery and the planes and water and all this stuff, data going through your computer. If you haven't got a decent machine, it just keeps crashing on you.
Also, you got your inputs from your yoke and from your pedals and rudder pedals and all that, throttle and all that too, all inputting too.
Yesterday, my internet went off when I was on flight sim. And I went, oh, the internet went off. I'll come back on in a minute. It gave me a fault on my desktop. It made my flight sim crash. Plus, it interfered with my graphics card. So I had to re-update my graphics card, reinstall Flight Simulator, put a diagnostics through the computer. It took me from 12 o'clock midday to 2:30 in the morning the next day to fix it. I wasn't very happy.
Yeah, I don't imagine you were. I mean, that's one of the worst case scenario for me is having to spend that much time just getting things all back to normal after a crash like that.
The thing is, I wasn't doing anything on Christmas Day because I'm self-isolating. So I thought, well, I'll spend Christmas Day playing on the flight simulator. But instead, I spent all Christmas Day messing around with bloody computers and stuff.
and you're not relaxed at all.
No, I had a baked potato, baked beans, coleslaw, and cottage cheese and pineapple for my Christmas dinner.
So instead of relaxing playing your flight simulator on Christmas Day, you're watching the green indicator bar saying, 2% complete, and it's already been 30 minutes.
Yeah. Nightmare.
Yeah. Camper Van Attic, hello.
Yes,
don't you just love modern technology? It's okay when it's working all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind using it. I just don't like maintaining it.
Oh, when it goes wrong, it's a headache. People don't realize when you do a live stream on Flight Simulator, they say, well, watch it and stuff. No, either they don't watch it or they don't like it. Well, I don't care about that. They don't see all the stuff in the background you have to do to get it to work. Because you've got Streamlabs, you got Discord, then you got your flight simulator to run, then all the other stuff. And you've got all this stuff to set up. Streamlabs went wrong. It took me 4 hours to fix. And it just drives you mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. And if you do have a small problem, everybody says, oh, you have to reinstall. Like, what?
Well, the weird thing is, I updated my graphics card and it said, okay, it's finished. I press okay. Then it deleted the flight sim and started reinstalling it.
Oh,
and I'm thinking, how's that work? I didn't even touch anything. All I did was press okay.
Hang in there, Kenny.
I do have a question. My dad wanted me to ask you, what's the difference between, what was it?
Quid and a pound.
Well, what's the difference between a quid and a pound and money?
And money.
Same thing. A quid's a pound and a pound's a quid.
But
what do you mean? So
it's just a quid is just slang for a pound.
Quid is just slang for a pound.
Okay. Yeah, 1 quid and 1 pound are the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what offhand what the U.S. exchange is?
No.
I think a pound is over is higher than like it's worth more than $1.
Yeah, I think the exchange for the euro is £1, €1.36. I think. But
That sounds about right.
Who gives a damn about euros anyway? I don't.
Quid and pounds over the years, and I wasn't never sure which one was quid.
Hey, my dad just said he's heard quid and pound over the years, and he just was never sure which one was which.
Well, they're exactly the same. So if I say I've got £1, it means I've got £1, and vice versa.
Okay.
Now, do y'all still have the bob?
Do y'all still have the bob?
No.
Okay, 1 quid is 1.72 Canadian dollars.
What's that in the States then?
Okay, let's change that to US
Rob's
dollars.
Rob's tidying up the office there, and he'll be right back with us.
Okay, 1 quid in US dollars is, let's see what it says, 1.34.
All right. It's gone down a bit.
Yeah, just about 1.5. Wow. Well, how much is a pence? Like 6 pence or a crown?
Well, we have the lowest we don't have crowns anymore. The lowest in our money is a 5p, and a 2 pence is the lowest. We've got 2p, 5 pence, 20 pence, 50 pence, and a pound.
Oh, okay.
Then from a pound, it goes to a £2 coin. Then from a £2 coin, it goes to a £5 note.
Wow.
Complicated, eh?
Yeah.
Why can't we just have dollars? Dollars and cents.
You don't want our dollar right now.
When I lived in New Zealand and Australia, it was all dollars over there.
Yeah, we're having a high inflation rate right now. Dollars getting worth less and less by the day.
I wouldn't want to imagine what's caused that. I won't say anything else.
Yeah, please.
He says thank you for that information.
Thank you for taking it in.
Kathleen is in the house. Good day.
Hey, Kat.
Why can't I see the chat? Wait a minute. I can put it on my other computer, then I can see the chat. As long as I don't get any echo in.
Right. Yeah, I just love learning about different countries and you know.
Me too. I love it.
And their currencies and things like that, and you know, and things like that. So.
But we don't have crowns and stuff anymore. So.
Who knew over here? We didn't know that.
Right, I can see the chat on here. I can see the chat on. This is my new monitor here, the big one.
Okay, widescreen.
Yeah, I bought it when I was a bit wealthy, but now I'm poor again. Oh, I bought a new drone, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Oh, it's downstairs. I bought the Mavic Air 2.
Okay. Yeah. The new one.
Well, it's second hand, but it's only been flown 86 times from new.
Okay.
And it's never been crashed.
Yeah. You can. That's one thing you can figure. You can tell that by the data.
Yeah. Well, when I bid for it on eBay, and I got it for £430.
Okay.
My Mini 2 cost me £440. So I've got a Mavic Air for the same price as the Mini.
So what did you buy? An Air 2?
An Mavic Air 2 from eBay.
That's a bigger one, right? That's not 250 grams.
No. That's why I've got the Mini, because the Mini drone, I can fly the Mini drone over towns, villages, industrial areas. But the Mavic Air, I can't fly over villages, towns, industrial areas. I have to be 150 meters away from a village. But with the Mini, I can fly anywhere I want.
Yeah.
But I bought the Mavic Air 2 for storm chasing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not supposed to fly my Mavic Pro places too, but I fly everywhere. I'm not supposed to.
Well, my friend, mentioning no names, he flies his Mavic Air everywhere. And good on him. But I've got too many problems with people trying to cause me trouble. And if they see me doing it, they'll report me. So,
yeah, that's where I was in Medicine Hat, where I'm from. I took it over the river, over the cliffs, and I went straight up a mile high. See, you're only supposed to go 400 feet high. I went 1 mile up. And when I came down, then a small airplane flew over right where I was.
Well, did you know, I don't know if the rules are the same in the US or in Canada, but if you take off with your drone and you are flying up a hill like that, and you keep to like 20 feet from the ground or 30 feet.
I know your question.
Yeah,
I know your question, and the answer is yes. Like, if there's the plane here and there's a cliff here, and you fly your drone from here and go up here, you can't fly above the cliff. But if you start on the cliff and go up, then you can go really high. And if you come over the edge, now you're too high. Like, it's weird laws there like that.
Because I thought there's no way you can fly from a valley, take your altitude up to its limit, fly from a valley up a hill without it being illegal because you're above 400 feet.
Right.
But this guy said you're not above 400 feet because you're only like maybe 50 or 100 feet off the ground flying up the hill. If you get my drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I realize that. But that's what's ill. If you start up on top and fly
down,
like,
that's the same thing as if you fly from the top and fly down into a valley and you keep to the contours of the hill coming down, it's the same thing as going up.
Yeah. Did you have to take a test for your big drone?
Well, my Mavic Air and the Mini 2 comes under the same license.
Yeah. See, I passed my test, 82, 85%. But believe it or not, some of the questions on there have nothing to do with drones at all. Like, you probably know this one, Ronnie. What if somebody says to you, radio check?
No idea.
No idea. That's for airplanes. That's when you're in an airplane and you're flying along and somebody says radio check. They want to know how your voice is. So they would say 5x5, or what, meaning it's you're good, clear, you're coming in good. Now, do you have to know that for a drone? Absolutely not. You're not talking on radios in a drone.
No.
So, I don't get it.
But you have to do that in Canada.
Yeah, that was one of my questions on my test.
That's ridiculous. It's got nothing to do with drones.
or another one. Let's say you take your drone off the land, and it's a certain temperature here, but 10 feet above is a different temperature. What's that called? Well, I don't know now anymore. But who cares when you're in a drone?
It's not going to affect the drone, is it?
No.
Unless it's like minus 20 degrees and you go up and it's colder and your propellers freeze up.
Wouldn't want that to happen.
No.
Yeah. So some of the rules.
They're not very aerodynamic when they got ice on them.
Most of the drone rules in the UK are reasonable, to be quite honest. We pay £9 a year for our license, and
so £9.
all the questions for it's a multi-question thing to pass your drone license, and you can take the test as many times as you want, and all the questions are about drones and nothing else.
Yeah, well, they say in Canada too that some of the questions on the test are, not related, but they say if they catch you doing something, they're not really going to fine you. They want to educate you as opposed to, slapping your wrist. So,
but I've come across the thing is, what really annoys me when I first bought my drones, even up to the Mavic 2 Zoom, there was no instructions in the box about drone regulations. And you still have people I speak to now. I've just bought a drone, and I've been flying outside my neighbor's window and stuff. And you think, you can't do that. I said, what kind of drone is it? And he said, it's a Mini 2. And I said, well, you can't do that. You're breaking the drone regulations. He said, what regulations? He didn't know about any regulations. Yeah. So I think some of this stuff, the responsibility should be down to the people who sell the drones. They should put safety stuff and drone regulation rules in the box. So when you open it, you can open the box and there's the drone regulations and rules and stuff.
Well, see, what they should do too is, like, you can go to any store here and buy a Mavic. They should be trained on when they sell it to you. They should be telling you, maybe not all the rules, but they should have, like you said, in the box, but they should be able to explain to you some of the stuff. They don't even know. They just sell them. They don't care.
When I first bought my first drone, it was something like 36 quid. There was no information about drone regulations in the box. And I flew, and I didn't know about drone regulations then. Then I lost it in the wind and it flew away and never saw it again. So then I bought the Holystone 100, and that was a pile of crap. Worst drone I've ever flown. It's awful. And that was the same thing. There was no drone regulations or anything in the box about safety or anything. Anyway, I got rid of that and I bought the Phantom 3. And the same thing, no drone regulations or rules or anything in the box. So you can't blame people for not knowing the rules if they don't know what the rules are.
Right. So what was it about Holystone that you did not like? I'm not familiar with it.
Well, it was a Holystone 100. The drone was awful. I paid £250 for it, and I bought three extra batteries for it. It had a fixed camera, and when the camera went into the sun, you had a spot on it. And I'm thinking, for something that I've just paid 250 quid for, you think it would be a bit better than that.
Yeah.
And I regretted buying it. Then I was on the Canadian Drone Hub, and somebody told me to buy the Phantom 3. So I had
a Phantom 3 briefly.
Yeah. I bought the Phantom 3 and I was really pleased with it. Then I sold that and bought the Mavic 2 Zoom.
Yeah, I had a Phantom 3 at a time when I didn't know the regulations or any of that either. I hadn't been, all I know is I wanted to fly a camera, and I wasn't thinking. Here in the U.S., you practically, if you don't completely, have to have a small pilot's license in order to fly one above 254 grams or something like that. And that would be the Mini 2, I believe.
Well, the Mini 2 is a fantastic drone, because when I saw the Mavic 2 Zoom, because I couldn't fly over villages and towns and industrial areas with my Zoom, the Mavic, the Mini 2 has been great. But now I want to get into like storm chasing stuff, and I need a drone that's going to handle the wind. I thought the Mavic Air 2 would suit the cause.
Yeah, I think what Rob says about the amount of people he sees flying drones and not following the regs is insane. And well, when you think about it, I mean,
because they don't know the regulations. That's the problem. They don't know the regulations.
Yeah. But common sense should tell you not to be flying by an aerodrome or someplace, or especially not by a military base. Take that thing out in the country somewhere where you're not flying around anybody, and you're not going to take the drone up into the air lanes at 30,000 feet.
How many people have got common sense?
You would, I mean, that's simple common sense. First of all, you just spend all this money on a drone. You don't want a plane crashing into it. Not that the drone's going to hurt really a plane. It would if it flies into the engine, I'm sure. But no, you don't want that to happen, and you don't want to waste your drone or cause anybody to get hurt. That's the simplest of common sense. And yes, you're right. There's people out there that don't even have that.
Well, look how many. Just have a look how many air accidents in light aircraft there are in the United States in a year. It's ridiculously high. You can't compare that with a drone, but you still have pilots taking off and they climb too steeply and they stall and they just crash to the ground.
Yeah, Rob, that would be cool to see that camouflage drone, huge drone, come flying in there next to yours and stick the little guns out, shoot yours out of the sky, and then take off again. There's a guy somewhere in a control room in some trailer somewhere laughing his butt off that he just shot your little drone down.
It's not just drones. It's fixed wing people. Hobby are getting persecuted, and it's getting ridiculous. But there's a lot of irresponsible people out there, and the reason there's a lot of irresponsible people out there because they don't know the rules. And you buy a drone, and there should be information in that box that you have to follow, and before you can take off with your drone, you should be able to have to pass some sort of test. So you can't go above 20 meters from the ground till you've handled certain aspects of controlling it and how to use the camera and when not to get too close to people and all this sort of stuff. That should be brought in to educate people, because a lot of people out there I meet every day, they haven't got a clue about drone regulations.
No, and it's those people that are hurting it for the ones that fly properly.
I know, but it's not their fault because they don't know the rules. They haven't got a clue. They think they can just get a drone and take off and fly everywhere they want. It's not their fault.
Yeah, it's just it's only this size. It's not. I mean, I don't need nothing for this. I'm not sitting in it flying it.
But when I first got my first drone, I didn't know about anything about drone regulations.
I did not either.
No one told me. I just learned it off YouTube.
Yeah.
I went, oh shit, it's a drone regulation. So I didn't know that.
That's almost exactly word for word, exactly how my situation went, and following a YouTube video and the same words. Holy shit.
I learned more.
I'm glad I haven't got busted flying this thing.
So you can't blame for somebody buying a drone that has no clue there's drone regulations out there. You can't blame them. It's the companies and not having information in the boxes telling you have to do this and you have to do that before you take off. And there should be some sort of restriction before you can progress to another stage.
Yeah.
But there isn't any restriction to progress you to another stage. You should be limited at 50 feet, and you have to basically pass a small test that you're capable of flying in, and you know what the drone regulations are, and not to peek through people's windows. And
one thing DJI does, which I like, is if you're too close to an airport or something, the engines won't come on. You can't even turn it on.
Well, the one I had, it would tell you that you're within regulatory vicinity of an airport.
A year ago, was it a year ago? Well, a year ago, when I still had my Mavic 2 Zoom, I was flying around about 4 miles from it. No, less than that. 3 miles from an airport, and it said, "Do you want to take full responsibility for this flight?" And I said, "Yes." Before that happened, it wouldn't let me go any further. It was like a block. It would stop me from going any further. And as soon as I said I would take responsibility for the flight, then I could have flown to that airport. No problem.
Yeah, I think Kathleen, we're about car book coming with the book of regulation. Everybody knows that there's regulations with cars. You can't even get a driver's license to drive without going through that process. But people don't necessarily know that with a drone this big, one like a Phantom 3, you look at it and you think, I'm going to fly. You're not thinking about needing a license and all that stuff because you don't know. It's a new thing. Many people with all the best intentions would have that license before they flew that drone if they knew.
It's like some people, they're so excited to get it up in the air, they'll fly it in the house and crash it before you even go outside and do it.
I haven't done that.
No,
I haven't done that.
I have. I have.
Yeah, well, see, my Mavic, I actually I hacked it. I can fly right over an airport. I can fly as high. If I can go 5 miles up if the batteries last that long, I can go wherever I want to. But I usually fly illegally most of the time, and I know I'm doing it. But I don't go in certain places where you're not supposed to.
Don't say that on YouTube.
That's already said.
All right.
Yeah, no, they'll come looking for me if they.
Well, every drone pilot out there, even the professional drone pilots, and I'll not mention anybody's names, everybody in the end has broken the rules some stage.
I didn't say that ignorance is a good defense for using a drone. I did say earlier though that holy shit, I need a license for this, and I said that because I was glad I hadn't been busted already.
The most experienced drone pilots have been flying for over 2 years, say, know the risks, and they know what and not what not. Is that the right way to say it? What not to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
They know the risks. They know about wind and stuff. If you fly to an island, you don't want to come back into the wind and have your drone going into the ocean. they know all this stuff because they have what's the word? My mind's gone blank. I have fibromyalgia and my mind just goes blank.
Your point's coming across, though.
Yeah. They know the risks and they are capable of getting themselves out of trouble. It's like being in a strong wind. If you've still got a straight signal to your drone, you drop your drone down and see the Mini 2, for instance. When I go flying in a reasonably strong wind, I have it in normal mode. Then if I get myself into trouble, I'll stick it into sports mode and bring it back.
Yeah.
But some people stick it in sports mode, they get themselves in trouble and they can't bring it back. Things like that, or just find a safe place to land it. Then you can just drive down the road and pick it up.
Yeah.
It all comes down to common sense in the end, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But when I first started flying, I didn't have any common sense. I admit it. I didn't have any common sense. I was a complete idiot.
I just wanted to fly. That's all. I wanted to fly.
Everybody just wants to get it out of the box and fly it.
Yeah. Wanted to fly that camera around.
Ron, what drones have you got now then?
I don't have one currently. My Phantom 3, I retired it when I found out about needing a license, and I had another one. But you know what happened to it?
No.
It's gone. It's gone.
The wind took it away.
Something took it away, but it didn't come back to me. Anyway, my car got smashed. My windows got smashed out of my car, and I got into the trunk and got my Phantom 3. So I don't even have that anymore, although I don't have the license. So,
That's a shame.
So, but anyway, I don't have anything at the moment. I'm about to get a Mavic Mini 2.
Well, the Mini 2 is brilliant. I've had my problems with it, but that was all down to firmware updates. It's great. I love it. And I'm still going to use it because I can fly over towns and industrial areas. But the Air 2, I can do my other stuff with it. But the Mini 2 is one of the best small drones on the market, under 250 grams.
Yeah. And it's like what Ron was saying earlier. That's what I like, is where you can put the drone to take video where you can't walk. You can't go there physically. That's why you can fly the drone over there, like on a waterfall.
That's all I want one for. The novelty of just flying around looking at stuff is worn off. I want to do the cinematic kind of shots.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like you're on the coast of northeastern England and see that drone go out over the edge of the sea coast cliffs right there, and then have it turn back and looking at a waterfall going over the cliff is, I mean, those kind of shots, the kind of shots you see on Living the Van Life with Chad, and I don't know if y'all follow that channel, but excellent drone footage there. Now, I think he has license and uses a more professional type drone. I'll have to check that out, but you can get those shots with the Mini 2 also.
Yeah, and with the cameras on those nowadays, you can take beautiful photograph video. Man.
Yeah, I gotta have a tri-axis now, Mini 2. How many axis camera does it have? I forget.
Sure. I've forgotten, and I have one.
Yeah, I think it's a dual axis. I haven't bought one yet. I'm about to buy one any day because I decided a while back that's what I want.
Well, there's my Mini 2.
Yeah.
I've stuck orange stickers on it because I can see it better.
Yeah, most drones can tip the camera up and down.
Well, this can.
But not sideways.
No, can't go sideways, but you can tilt the camera up and down.
That's fine enough for me.
No, you can tilt it up. You can't tilt it down. You can tilt the camera up, but not down. Oh, of course you can tilt the camera down. What am I talking about? Of course you can tilt the camera down and up. Because there's a setting on there. Do you want to adjust your camera settings to an up?
Yeah. You can on my Mavic Pro, you can go up certain degrees, but you can't go straight up.
Well, you can't go straight up on this. You can only go up, I don't know. I'm just guessing 10% up.
And mine has also, like when you're turning the drone sideways like this, the camera kind of goes slowly so that it's not jerking from side to side. It lags a little bit so that it's smooth. And when I'm flying my drone, when I can see it, the drone's going like this, but the video is solid. It's just flat, straight.
Stabilization.
The drone's going like this.
Well, I have to say, a lot of people might not agree with me out there, but the Mini 2 at the moment is the best little drone under 250.
Oh, yeah.
You get it out the box. You get it out the box. You do your stuff. It takes you, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, set it up, and you're away and out. And
no pilot's license, no license, no.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Still have people out there that are gonna try to watch airplanes take off at a small airport or something, or maybe even a major airport. But I would never do that.
I want to say something. Why haven't people learned their lesson about pre-ordering drones? And they don't get them for months and months and months.
Yeah.
I was so tempted to pre-order the what do you call it? The mini what do you call it? The mini, not the Altel one, the other one. Oh, what do you call it?
No idea.
And anyway, I would never pre-order a drone to have seen somebody test fly and actually see it fly. There's so many people out there being caught out pre-ordering drones, and they've never seen it fly properly, or they don't know what involves in setting it up.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I like what Rob says. He may have stuck a fixed wing into the ground at 100+ miles an hour, but he's had more luck with drones.
Well, see, that's what usually the DJI drones, you can let go of the sticks and they'll just sit there and hover. It's so you can. You're
well, any drone with GPS will do that.
Well, another difference between that is I don't know if other drones do, but DJI is, I think, the only one that has OcuSync, which is way better than Wi-Fi.
Well, I don't know much about the Air 2 because I've just bought it, but the Air 2 has OcuSync 2. Is it?
Yeah, the updated one. Yeah.
The Air S has 3. I think the Mavic 2 Zoom that had OcuSync 2. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If I don't know something, I'll stop talking about it. Anyway, I haven't even been looking at the chats. All this chatting, and I haven't even been watching it.
Oh, yeah, I pop them on the screen when they... Oh, you can probably read it on the side.
And all the years I've been flying drones, I've been flying drones for over nearly 5 years now. And I've only had maybe 5 problems with the public.
Okay.
So that's not bad, is it?
No.
So what do you mean?
Abuse.
Yeah, I've never had anybody tell me that not to fly here or there. But what I did was, I'll forget sometimes, like to calibrate the compass. Like I was in Vancouver, and then I went all the way to Alberta and forgot to do the compass. And I said, "Drone, come home," and it thought it was in Vancouver.
So it said, "See ya. I'm going home." It wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, goodbye.
Catch me if you can.
So I've had a few problems like that, but minor.
Lots of people.
So did your drone go back to Alberta or what?
No, you turn off the. You do it manually then. But I have had my drone. Like, I've had problems with my drone, yes, but 100% human error, not the drone problem. Like it's
usually
my error.
it is usually is.
So it's your techno pilots flying their drones in, and it's the cowboys on mounted steers blowing the drones to pieces with their shotguns, huh?
So hey, let me tell you a little bit of a story.
I think they're probably not shotguns though.
Yeah. Let me tell you a little bit of a story. I'm in Medicine Hat, Alberta, flying my drone legally, the right height, and I'm flying away. And I think I got to like 100 meters away, and I have a screen, not on a tablet, but on my screen. Well, my tablet froze up, so I had no indication. But the screen on the controller itself still has numbers and stuff on it, like distance, altitude, but all those numbers zeroed out. So I have no idea if pushing the stick forward or backwards. I have no idea which way it's going. So I thought, well, if the numbers come back on, fine, I'll know where it is. But I didn't push the sticks at all. I just left it right there, wherever it was. So I knew that eventually the battery's going to run out, and it's going to slowly come down, and it's going to land. Well, wherever that is, I have no idea. So I thought, well, my drone's gone. It was 25 minutes, 30 minutes. The drone's already run out of juice. It's landed somewhere, either on somebody's rooftop or in the water or where on the street. I don't know. So the next day, I got a phone call from it was a really young voice, but I thought it was a woman, and I didn't know that it was a young girl. She says, "We found," because I have my phone number on my drone. And she said, "We found your drone. You want to pick it up? Here's the address." And I said, "Well, I don't know where that is. Can you pick something else?" And she said, "Do you know where the school is?" I said, "No, sorry." Then she said, "There's a park out in the back behind the A&W." I said, "Yes, I know where that is." Well, then a male's voice comes on and says, "You're not going to meet my daughter at the park. You're going to come to my house and pick up the drone." I said, "Okay, what's your address?" I punch it in my GPS. I go pick up my drone. He's standing there with my drone. And he asked me a whole bunch of questions before he actually handed it to me. Like, how did you lose it? Why did you lose it? And all this. And I was prepared to give whoever that young girl was, $100 bill for finding my drone, because my drone's a $2,000 drone. I don't want to just. So I wanted to give her $100, but then he questioned me like that, and I said no to myself. So he gave me the drone. He didn't know that there was a card in it that I could with the video on it. So I go back to the Walmart where it was a couple of blocks away, and I'm sitting there and I'm having supper, or dinner, and I got a knock on my door. Here it's the police, and the police said, "Have you got a drone?" I said, "Yes." They said, "Well, some guy called us and said you were trying to lure their kids and his daughter over to a park." And I said, "Whoa, let's stop right there. We're not going to get into that shit." I said, "I just wanted my drone. I don't care how." I didn't know. She was the one that said, "Do you want to go here and there to get it?" I didn't know. So that was, and then when I got the video, my drone was stopped. It was just hovering there, high enough that you couldn't even jump to get it. It was a little bit too high for that. But the kids, I saw some kids waving. There was no audio on it because they don't have audio. But then the drone came down and landed, and that's where it stayed overnight. The kids came there the next day and picked it up. So I knew what was going on, and he lied to the police, I said, "Once you tell people that I'm trying to lure kids, that's in my record. That's going to go down on paper on my records."
Definitely, yeah.
So it is on record like that. And I said, no. Somehow I got to get that off of there. But Anyway, see what happens. Like, unbelievable.
Well, you got that as a record now.
Yeah. Well, the police took my name, and they have to come and investigate. You know, the guy phoned, so they have to come and say, you know.
But you got the flight records from DJI.
Well, no, I don't. Not on my drone because I hacked my drone.
Oh, right.
You see, when my drone landed, I could have, if I was legally still, I could have looked that up, went and found it, went and got it, because it would tell you where it is. But
surely can't you access GPS records?
Like when I fly my drone, China doesn't know anything about it. They don't even know it's taken off. Whereas if you just go buy one and lift off, they know exactly where you are and everything. Because when you lose your drone, you can contact them. They'll say, "Where is my drone?" And they'll tell you where it is because they have the flight record.
So your drone hasn't got return to home on it?
It has return to home, but it doesn't have a button that says "Find my drone." Where all DJI have, they say "Find my drone," and then they'll GPS say there's a blue dot flashing over there, and you just walk over to the blue dot and pick it up. But mine doesn't have that.
I got corrected on my steers comment.
Oh, did you? Oh, I missed
Down here in Texas, they ride steers.
Oh, that's the one with the sticking in. Okay.
That's why they got them long horns. Those are handlebars.
Ape hangers.
Yeah.
If I didn't make these mistakes, this would not be good content.
That's right. Kenny, what are you going to say?
Oh, I was just listening, just stretching and listening to y'all.
Oh, because usually when you put your arm up, I figured Kenny wants to talk.
Yeah.
No,
Kenny,
no.
Can I ask Kenny a question? Kenny,
yes,
what do you do for hobbies?
Just YouTube, basically.
Eh?
Just YouTube, basically.
I know, but what kind of things on YouTube? Gaming stuff?
Well, I just go to different people's live streams. I'm into cruising. I'm into Disney. I'm into RVing. I'm into cooking videos. I'm into.
I love you, Kat.
I've got different genres. I'm into all kind. I'm into Philippines. I'm into German channels. You know,
a bit like me. I'm not.
I got a wide variety of different genres.
Yeah, I'm not just into drones. I watch a lot of urbex stuff. You know, exploring abandoned buildings and things like that. And you know, I watch stuff that interests me on YouTube, basically.
If I could just say so right now, gentlemen, Kathleen Klein, I had the pleasure of meeting her at Michigan 2021 meetup, YouTube meetup, or M21, and she is just the warmest, kindest, and funniest lady. Enjoyed meeting her there, and she always gives me grief for making me go to bed when I don't want to, and all the way to, you know, we don't ride steers. Yeah, maybe there you don't ride steers. They do here. But the warmest, most lovely lady, and I really enjoyed meeting. Can't wait to see her again sometime soon.
But yeah, I hope to get to meet her too in person one day.
She's a really kind lady, and she has her van tricked out too. She's ready for any kind of road trip.
Well, like I said, I'm going to take our 1985 40 Econoline E150 and turn it into a camper van. That way, when I go to certain campgrounds, I can tell them that I actually have an actual camper van, and that it's considered a camper van.
I was going to buy a camper van, but I've spent it all on YouTube. and drones.
See, I like I said many times, I like this older stuff better than I do this newer stuff. That's the reason why I want to keep the van, because I you know, I can have it converted, because I've seen people do conversions, and but the thing is, I don't know the material that I need to convert it. That's the thing.
Do you need wheelchair access?
No, I don't need wheelchair access. I have actually running boards.
Oh, right.
But I need to be able to use what muscles I have to be able to get up in there. So
Yeah.
Because like I said before, if I don't use what I have, what muscle tone I do have, I'll just lose it.
Right.
I'll just, you know.
Yeah, then you'll be wheelchair bound.
Yes, yeah. So that's the reason why I don't have a wheelchair lift in it, because it's got running boards, and I just hop up on there and get on in there, and I get on there in there like nothing. No, I just hop right up in there and get in there like nothing. I actually fool a lot of people.
Good on you.
Yeah. Because I've had people say, you can't get up in there. I'm like, yeah, watch me.
Watch me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate people when they say, oh, you can't do that. Oh, yes, I can.
And if Kenny can't do it, he'll watch other people do it, and he'll get in there and help them with their channels and all that stuff. And if you find joy in doing that, bless you. I mean, because at least you're not just sitting there like feeling sorry for yourself or whatever. You're getting out there the best way you can, and you're starting to meet people too, and going on a cruise next year. Things are exciting for you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your life interesting, not like some people. All they do is sit there and troll people's channels and trying to make their channels a misery.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
instead of them going out, buying a camera and going to some filming themselves and creating something, oh, I can't be bothered to do that. I'll just go around people's channels and make them miserable.
Yep.
Sorry, Kenny, I interrupted you.
Yeah, I've always been a type of person that likes outdoors, likes nature, and enjoy the beauty and things like that. So
yeah, that's absolutely right.
Thanks for that link drop there, Wayne. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was just trying out a few to see if they work, and they do.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have. I don't think I have Kathleen in there.
Don't you have a link? Don't you have a link that has all the short codes listed there? Both of y'all.
What do you mean the short link?
Well, like the exclamation point Eden, and then have a list of all of them. Because I can't remember. I mean, I would put RSA for mine and not Ron, you know. Yeah. So I'm just saying, Kenny has ones on his, and both of y'all have different ones. But don't y'all have a page that especially moderators can go to see?
Well, let me just see here if that works.
I think you do. I think you have a link to a page that gives all those shorthand codes.
I can't see any moderators on here.
I'm a moderator.
Yes, okay.
You know that's the problem with that's a problem with Stream Elements is every person makes programs it the way they want it. So a lot of people use just the first letter, like yours would be RCA.
There's nothing wrong with how you're doing it, but like changing, like if Kenny goes live next, changing from your codes to Kenny's, I thought there's a page that you can go to, anyone can go to and see what those short codes are.
I just put one up there. Click on it and see what it says. If
Hey, by the way, I'm not a moderator.
No, there's one that is exclamation point commands. That should give you a list of all the commands.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute. I have to go somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know what it'll give you when you say command.
Okay.
Gives me a blank page.
Is that automatically built into Stream Elements like that?
Yeah, that's for everybody. Like everybody that runs Stream Elements, if you type in exclamation point commands, it should tell you all the commands available.
Okay.
It doesn't do that, eh?
Yeah, I see it now. So I need to go check and see if that should be on mine then.
Yes, that's a standard default one.
Because I have it set up.
See, this is what I was talking about.
Does it tell you all the commands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is what I was asking about. This is exactly. It took me a minute to load it because I use Firefox browser and it wouldn't load in that, but I put it over into Chrome and it worked fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why. I say I've gotten so used to good.
You have. I'm sorry, Kenny. You have a similar page, Kenny, but with your username.
Okay.
Yeah, next time you go live, Kenny, I'll get somebody or myself. I can come in and type in commands and then go there and see what you got.
This is what I needed right here. Awesome.
Okay.
Right into a spreadsheet for mod spreadsheet for me.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's handy. I don't get to see that.
Oh, you got dinner there. Well, that's not going in the box, is it? Hey, Charlie Grace.
Get your dinner up.
That's a lot of work, isn't it, Wayne?
I know. And everyone that comes to my live, I usually like to put them in there. There's a lot I haven't put in. If Moderator or myself type in exclamation point Charlie, and that should come up. Hi, Charlie Grace. Thank you and there's Amy.
My headphones.
Hello, Amy. Hello, Charlie Grace. Okay, cool.
There it is.
Oh, there you go. See, look at that. Cool.
Hey, Wayne, your live streams are getting better and better. You're going to be so famous, you're going to be raking it in shortly.
Yeah.
He's been going about 2 hours now.
I know.
I know. Wait a second, guys. I have somebody in the basement. Should we try to bring him up?
It's a share for me of that page that with your hotkeys on it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. So, okay.
Oh, that's how that works. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
cool.
there's
Look at that.
So there's your channels with the channel links. Let's see what you got down for Kenny.
He's got Fordman.
Fordman. Usually it's the first word of your channel name, but if you got like The Daily Dan, it's got the. So you have to type in The Daily because I have a few of them with the word the.
So how do you get that up?
That's Ron put that up.
All right.
So if you click on exclamation point commands and then you click on the link, that'll bring that up for you.
All right.
So I'm highlighting I'm highlighting that, and I'm gonna pop it into the chat, which is on my
So
TV. That's why I'm looking up.
Okay, I'll take that one off of there, Ron.
Hey, Charlie Grace.
There we go.
Hi, Charlie Grace.
Yeah. So that should drop Amy's link.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at that.
There it is.
Mine would be I have it programmed AHA for Amy on mine.
No, that's okay the way you're doing it, Kenny. I'm not saying that you should be doing it my way. It's just that it's nice to see that you can see all the commands like that.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
because if I'm going from yours and modding on your stream, Wayne, and then I go over to Kenny's, and I don't know if I'm a mod over there, but if I want to drop somebody's. Wait a minute, it just works for mods, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have mine. Now,
the way I have mine set up is moderators can type in anybody's name. And usually the ones that are here now today, I should go and add them in. If they're not, I have to add them in. But moderators can do anyone. But everyone can type in only moderators' names. I give them the opportunity so that everyone, if they want to participate, can type in !Ron, and yours will come up there, Ron, because you're a moderator.
Right. I think I'm a mod on Kenny's. I'm not sure, but I can see being confused moving from one to the next, whether I am or not. But he'll have different codes than you have, and it's like those pages really help.
Yeah. If you could get everybody together and say, let's do it all this way, that would be better. But, we all have our own way of doing stuff, I guess.
I'll have to look that up on mine next time I go live. See if I can get that stream
just
on.
Put your channel name in where Nomadic Vanman is on that one, and you should have it.
Yeah.
Wayne's better at live streaming than I am. I've given up live streaming.
What's that?
Well, it doesn't
Kenny,
take too much skill.
Are you going to come back to Friday nights, Kenny, or have you settled into a new time, or what? What are you doing?
I'll be coming back on Friday, but now the next couple of Fridays will just be long premieres because I have like an hour and some long premieres coming up. I won't be live on screen, but I'll be live in the chat.
Right.
You want to be on YouTube, Jeffrey?
When are you going to show those on Friday? Starting when?
Starting Friday the 7th. Should be.
Okay. Okay, because
it'll be right after. It'll be right after
Roy and Becky.
Roy and Becky, yeah. Which is at 8 o'clock my time, 8 Eastern my time.
Well, I don't go on till 8 anyway, so I may still be able to do that.
That's Central, your time. So that'd be 9.
Yeah. When you go,
Charlie Grace would like to come up, Nomadic Vanman.
What did you say?
I said Charlie
Grace
Grace would like to come up. She would like to come up.
Oh. I think that's the link there for you.
Kitty.
It's my cat, Jeffrey.
A black
Jeffrey.
cat.
He's from London, a place called Tottenham. There's a football club there called Tottenham Hotspur, and he's from there.
Oh, there we go. Charlie's in the basement. Bring her up.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Charlie Grace.
Hey, Charlie Grace.
Hi, Charlie
Hi.
Grace.
Happy Merry Day After Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we still in Festivus at least?
We're in Festivus, absolutely. Let air the grievances, and they shall begin.
Yep. I think it runs all the way through New Year's, and this is the airing of grievances before we let them all go for a new year.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, Nomadic Vanman, I have not had the chance to say hello. I know I keep coming to your lives. I'm always like in between projects, and I just want to say, hey, Wayne, hope you're having a great
hi.
Sunday.
Welcome. Yeah, I do. I'm the same way though. I come to yours and I don't say hi either. But I am donating my time.
I appreciate that. That's very sweet.
Jeffrey.
So what are you up to today, Charlie Grace?
You know what? I'm trying to decide how long I'm going to keep my van all decorated in the Holly Jolly van, because I've got all the decorations, Christmas decorations up, and just went to a microbrewery to go see some friends, which is awesome. Hang out with outside, which is, get some fresh air. And just got lots of stuff going on. Trying to finish up my highlights of 2021 video. That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
I'm working on in my travels, I'll stop to microbreweries or craft beer breweries or whatever, and check out the beer. Did that with Mount Rushmore Brewing Company. Haven't got that video out yet, but I've done a couple of other breweries, one in Tennessee and a couple of those. So yeah, I kind of like craft beers and trying out different beers like that. Was in Eureka Springs, Arkansas was memorable, and I got all those on video. Not quite sure whether I want to do a craft beer one or just fold them into Ron C's America as part of my travels, but they don't get as many views.
I tell you what, beer lovers are beer lovers, though. I have a friends who have a project called Living a Stout Life. And that's what they do.
Nice.
They go all to microbrews and they talk about them, and there's a lot of harvest hosts that are breweries and such. So I'm still trying to finish. And Kenny, you'll appreciate this. I'm still trying to do the Tennessee Whiskey Trail. I haven't done it all, but I'm so close, so close.
I'd love to do that.
Oh yeah.
Go and sample all the whiskey across America.
Yeah. Amazing.
Charlie Grace, have you met Ronnie of Eden Valley Drones over there in the UK?
Not. This is my first time. It's a pleasure meeting you.
And you. Thank you.
I saw you had a lovely black cat.
Yes, he's called Jeffrey. And my channel's a teeny weeny little channel.
Oh, you know what? Wait, listen, we all start there, and that's totally fine. And I have friends who are on both sides of the spectrum, so it's all good.
Yeah, we have small ones and larger ones in our little community that we're a part of here. Glad to be a part of it too.
Well,
we've had quite a bit of fun together already.
I treat my channel as fun. I did start taking it a bit too seriously. Then I thought, stop taking it too seriously, and I started to relax, and I've enjoyed it better now.
Sometimes it's more fun when you do that. And at the end of the day, if you're having fun, people watching you are having fun too. Yeah, so if you're I have a lot of what I call how-to videos coming up, but they're how-to, and I'm sort of quirky. Ron will tell you this. I'm a little quirky.
A little bit quirky.
Just a little.
Also, she's the first in the shower every morning.
Yeah, I'm a morning person. I'm up and I'm at him. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, I poked my head out of my tent at the campground, and first thing I'd see every morning, Charlie Grace walking back from the shower. She's already got her shower. Have my shower. Good morning. Drinking my coffee now. Time for coffee.
So, Charlie Grace, what kind of stuff do you do?
So it's sort of fun. I've primarily been, my channel was formerly known as Forever Best Friends. So I did a lot of dog-friendly travel, and I still do dog-friendly travel. But now primarily I'm talking about my van life adventures, how to van life, how can normal people, and I'm going to really tap into my over 50 crowd, because I'm over 50, over 50 people who like to travel. And
so is this full time for you and your van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over 50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look
I like to call myself an any timer. Yeah. Ron's got my hat. I made hats for people.
I'm 60.
Well, then you qualify.
Yeah.
You look like you're only over 30 there, Charlie Grace.
Bless your
My
heart.
goodness. Over 50.
Yeah.
It's the redhead thing. It's okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah,
I am Scottish. I just
natural?
don't sound like. Yeah.
Oh, it looks good on you. My mother was redhead.
I think Charlie Grace has had a taste from the fountain of youth.
Well, I have a lot of kids. I have a big family. I have a really big family, and I've got a redhead dog too, which is sort of funny.
All right. So you match.
No, it's fun. But no, I appreciate y'all. I really do. I love this community. I love meeting new people. I love being able to pay it forward. And I just love, listening to stories and sort of sharing your story as I go along the way. So a lot of my funny videos are just goofy videos. Ron, you're on mute, babe. Ron, you're on mute.
Ron,
Are you mocking me?
somehow?
Yeah, I was saying none of you have had quite had the experience of seeing the morning rays of sunshine shining through Charlie Grace's hair as she swings it like in the wind takes it. I mean,
running down that beach behind you.
Yeah, I mean, you think the color is gorgeous. Now you ought to see the sun rays coming through there. And yeah,
Ron and I have traveled. Can you tell? Ron and I have been to like at least 6 states together, like on the way.
Yeah, I mean, we were. I was your partner there for a couple of days until Dave got there.
Yeah. He's my number 2. He's my ride or die buddy.
Are you sure, Ron, you're not sucking up somehow?
Oh no!
No, I don't think I have to do that anymore. Me and Charlie Grace are tight. We're tight.
No, it's a good.
And she has a very lovely husband, Dave. So
I do.
Sometimes she's already taken that way, but second best is just fine.
Don't be number 2. Hey,
but no, we've had some good time. We met at Mayberry. I mean M21, and we camped together at Mayberry and all that. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and a lot of fun meeting Charlie Grace. And you think she's got a lot of energy up here on the screen? You ought to just be there with her and seeing the energy that she has. She's all over the place.
Well, hopefully in the new year, 2022 is going to be a lot better for all of us.
Yeah.
And if it does get better, hopefully we'll get some music festivals going up in the UK.
And I must say, Charlie Grace, that the whiskeys and the moonshines that you bring to your meetup,
don't tell my secret. Be quiet.
that is a very extra special added enhancement to hanging out with you camping. So
I got some
maple syrup
in the kitchen.
Maple syrup moonshine. I mean, come on.
I got moonshine in the kitchen.
There is a specialty, and Kenneth will tell you, when you're from Tennessee, the expectation is you come with moonshine. So you come with something to an event. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, no, I've been blessed to share some of the fruits of my labor. If we could bottle Charlie Grace's energy, we'd have $1 million product.
Yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely.
No,
you saw Kat.
Meet you in person one day, Charlie Grace.
We're gonna do it. I swear. I'm gonna drive by. I'm gonna knock on your door. I'm just gonna walk in, say hey, and bring you lunch.
Okay.
So it's not all about moonshine. It's down to.
And she is not kidding. She's not kidding.
Because America's big.
Hey,
America and Canada are big on IPAs, aren't they?
They are. You know what though? I'm not a big IPA fan. I know a lot of friends who are, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not a big hoppy fan, but I did just have an amazing Scotch ale that was to die for.
I'll tell you what, I've got a bottle in the kitchen. I'm going to bring it up. This is brewed in Newcastle upon Tyne in northeast England.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring it up and I'll show you the bottle. It's one of the best beers in Britain.
Fabulous.
A lot of people might disagree, but maybe I'm a bit
on with you. Go get it. Go get it. I want to see it.
Okay, Wayne, I do apologize. I had no idea we were going straight to the beer aisle. So now we're talking brews.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you have a nip every now and then or not, Wayne, but it's just it's just tasty. Some of the moonshines that that I've run across, and especially and I did so in Branson as well, but with Charlie Grace always has something special on hand.
Oh no, I'd like to do all kinds of taste testing. Believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the maple was one of my favorites this year. Don't you think?
Yeah, the maple was good.
Maple was delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Here we go.
And there was another. Didn't you have a chocolate one?
I did. That was delish. Okay. All right. Show us the beer.
Right. This is
How do
4.7.
how do I get to blow up Ronnie's picture?
He go in his window. It's got 3 dots in the corner, and go to solo layout.
This is 4.7%, and it's called
Okay.
Newcastle Brown Ale.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
That
Okay.
looks good.
See, that's what I would try. That's what I love trying new. When I see it, when I'm riding along, I see brewery on the side of the road. Pull in there and check them out.
All right. This is for Kathleen. Kathleen, only for you would I do this. It's based on her comment. Put her comment up. Do they name pineapple moonshine, Ron?
Okay, hang on.
I should expect this from the two of you. Y'all are pranking me in 21 and Mayberry.
There you go.
You got to save those glasses for me, though. I've got to inherit those. It's like I've got the shirt already, if you know what I mean.
Do they make pineapple moonshine? That's what I want to know. Is that true?
That's awesome.
Cat. Shame on you, Cat.
Is there such a thing as
I don't
pineapple
know.
moonshine?
I'm sure there's a such thing as pineapple moonshine. Why wouldn't there be? I mean, I would like to try that.
I just tried a pineapple habanero beer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I forgot to bring my moonshine up from the kitchen. Never mind.
Yeah. See, Ron, you need those glasses. That's it, right? I'm saving them for you, dude.
All right.
There's a shop near a village in the Lake District, and they sell American moonshine. I've got a jar in the kitchen, but I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to go downstairs and get it, won't I?
Well, there's some major brands that they're now moving over, like Sugarlands is a brand of moonshine that's very popular. There's a couple other ones that they're out there that they tend to like. I think it's called Grandpappy's. There's a few that they're importing or they're exporting overseas. But some of the flavors, I have to tell you, I'm sort of a traditionalist. The bottom line was I came from a family that had a still, and we would not flavor anything unless it really tasted pretty nasty.
See, this is what I would love to do. Go to America or Canada or wherever where they have the stills, go into the woods and just try the moonshine. I'd love that. That would be
it'll straighten you out. It could run a race car and a jet plane.
That would be my dream of my life, going into the woods in the middle of nowhere and going to a still and trying some moonshine. I'd love that. Love it.
Oh, for years and years, I was given like a 20-gallon bucket for my family still, and we would decide what to do with it. And I always would make apple pie. They call it apple pie here, where it's a lot of sugar. It's sugar, apple juice, and unpasteurized apple cider. And you'd mix it with the shine. Of course, you'd have to do it cold and not hot because you don't want to get rid of the alcohol. But then you have to let it sit for so long, and then you'd have to drink it because the unpasteurization, it could make it almost congeal. You got to be careful, but it's delicious. But it's pretty simple to do. It just takes some time.
You know,
I'll do a video if that ever happens, Cat.
Can you use the byproducts of making moonshine to use it for something else?
So yes, you can give. It's like a meal, like the corn and the mash. You can give that to hogs, and you can give it to other agricultural animals. So yes, you can do that.
Can they still get drunk on it?
We call them happy pigs.
Happy pigs. So you can use it like a fertilizer, really, afterwards.
Well, if you come to Tennessee and you go to Lynchburg, Tennessee, they'll talk about what they do with their extra mash, what happens, and farmers do actually get it, and it goes into their cows and their pigs and things like that. So that's not uncommon.
And can I ask one more question before you get bored with me? Why is sour mash called sour mash?
Say it one more time.
Why is sour mash called sour mash?
Great question. I am not the expert. I cannot answer that one. I can only assume that because it is sour, there's a bit more of the fermentation process to that. Because I do know a lot about sours and breweries and beers, but I don't know in whiskey.
God, I've got Google here. I could have just Googled it.
Yeah, you can Google it. Yeah, but you know what? You might come up with something I never thought about. Instead of Google, I could start a new website called Ask Charlie.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I
Charlie.
think, whether it's true or not. I'll just give you my opinion.
Yeah. There you go. Good
Hey,
ideas.
Kat, if you send me those earrings, if you can find those earrings and you send them to me, I'm tempted to put a whole video together with the shirt, and I'll see Charlie Grace at some point and get the glasses and the shirt and I'll even put the earrings on.
I think we should have a luau for M22.
They got to be the clip-on kind though, because I don't have pierced ears.
Oh, come on! You have to get ears pierced.
We could put a
I
hole
think we
in
should
there.
do a luau for M22 just for that.
I'll do a video if those three things come together.
Oh, geez.
If someone gives me £100, I'll get my ears pierced.
Or I'll do a live stream.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob. Of course, Rob would have the answer in this one too.
Amy. Amy's the one going around looking for upside down pineapples on cabin doors. She says she runs, but does she really? Oh, it's still daytime.
We can pierce yours, Ron. I tag Caps. That's right, Kathleen. You tell him. By the way, Kathleen is a rock star. Let me just tell you right now how much I adore Kathleen. I think she rocks. So, she could do that for you.
I know what you mean. Except she really gives me a hard time sometimes. I remember there for a while. I mean, when she said go to bed, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, well, remember when she made stuffed mushroom caps for M22 that were delicious.
Ooh, yeah.
In the Omni oven. I mean,
I was standing there watching her part of the time.
She's a hardcore rancher that can cook and doesn't take gruff. I love her.
Wow.
I love simple food.
Yeah, I could just say Kathleen's like my spirit animal. What can I say? She's someone I'd love to, yeah, absolutely.
She's a really fun lady to hang out with.
Hi, Daryl. He's back.
Daryl, whatever you do,
Hello,
just
Daryl.
make sure your plungers are intact.
I can see I got to meet a lot of people here.
Use the bobby pin.
No.
Ouch.
Ouch.
That would hurt.
Ouch.
Do you guys know what we're referring to with Daryl and his plunger video? Wayne, do you know what this is?
No, I met Daryl just a couple days ago. He never mentioned it.
It's something that, like, if you find him on TikTok, you'll be, oh. He did,
Okay.
yeah. He did a plunger video to like a what is it? It's an Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath song. It's just a funny thing. It's funny.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna have to get that there TikTok thing. Keep hearing too much about it.
I'm telling you, I'm feeling. I'm gonna make my amazing prediction. Who was on Johnny Carson where he'd put the hat on and he'd look into the crystal ball and he'd make these predictions? I'm gonna make my 22 predictions. You ready? Okay, here's my big prediction. TikTok is not going anywhere because everybody is trying to mimic it, whether it be YouTube Shorts, Amazon Reels, Facebook Watch. So you're going to see more focused on the TikTok. It's all going to go in that particular direction. So watch out, creators. It's here to stay. Number 2, I think Instagram is going to start to wane a little bit more than it ever has before. I know it sounds sort of weird, but just hear me out. We know that Facebook owns Instagram. Instagram is part of Facebook. They're going to merge more into what they call their metaverse. And for those people who are not familiar with metaverse, it's here to stay, and it's going to be here 10, 15, 25 years from now. So just start to familiarize yourself a little bit more with what's going on there, especially if you're online, especially if you're going to be doing things. Just get ready. It's coming.
What is metaverse?
Metaverse, there's all sorts of different gaming platforms, as well as online land areas such as Sandbox or Decentraland that people are going to, and they're playing games and they're meeting other people virtually. It's just another way of communicating, just like we're doing here on YouTube now. It's a way which people are going to be going and chatting with other people in their own little avatars, and it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Well, me and my friend Tony, we just started up doing Flight Simulator on YouTube through, well, I do it through Streamlabs.
Yeah.
But Tony's doing it through StreamYards.
Yes.
And he's been having a lot of problems because of his internet. So we just started this up instead of me doing a normal live stream. I thought, well, I'll do a live stream and talk while I'm flying. And people can see the scenery of New Zealand or America or Canada or Alaska while we're chatting.
That's fantastic. And you know what? This was the dream of ham radio operators years ago. So ham radio operators would have loved to have had this visual effect to it, as well as just their audio effects. So what I'm saying is, as I'm watching the progression of things that are happening, this is totally on the horizon, and it's something to not be negated.
So you said Instagram going downhill as far as participation, or then you said something about merging into the metaverse.
I think people have got bored with Instagram.
Yeah. The format itself is getting pretty dated, and people are looking to interact more and more. So, you can't create groups. And as much as people say Facebook is so old, it's not as much as you think. People really still use a lot because they're able to communicate and participate. And the group component of it is really interactive. People are looking for that interaction, that connectivity, and communication with other people all across the globe.
Well, the thing about Facebook is I post stuff on Facebook, basically my drone stuff. And I get friend requests, and basically it's my friends getting their friends to friend you automatically, and I think that's wrong.
I quit Facebook in 2017 because I got sick of it. I got tired of all the suggestions and then you have the dynamics. Have you friended me? I sent you a friend request, and it was like, oh my gosh, it's so exhausting to keep up with. And it's like I quit the platform.
If you answered all these friend requests, I would have like thousands and thousands, and these people aren't friends. They're just requests from other people's YouTube thingies.
Think of it as a social circle. I think you need to take the word friend out, because I think we use the word friend in a different manner. So you create your own social circle. I know for a fact, I'm sort of at my limit. I have 4,994 friends on Facebook. You can only have up to 5,000. So every year I have to go through.
I didn't know there was a limit.
There's a limit. So then when you get to that limit, then you can only follow that person. And once you follow that person, then you can create a group or a page from that person. You have to think about how that whole thing is going to go down. But Daryl's got a good point. He uses it for networking, and it really is a good networking component.
Yeah, but and I know that I'm a marketer, so I realize how valuable it is in that respect. But the platform itself, I just can't stand it. And I'm like Rob. I prefer IG, and I certainly prefer it for Ron Sees America over Facebook. I do have a Facebook for my channel, but as people can readily tell you, I don't participate with it almost at all.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. I haven't figured out how I swallow my avoidance, and it's like Rob says. Yeah, I try to avoid it. He tries to avoid it. And,
I don't answer any friend requests off Facebook. If people want to be friendly with me, they go to my YouTube channel.
Well, everyone has their favorite platform. I think that's important to say this. So some people are very platform specific. Like Ron says, I don't do Facebook, and that's totally fine. No one says that anyone has to participate in any of these things, and that's important. But right now we're currently on a Google platform, which is YouTube.
But I understand that, and and it's fine. It works for me as far as I'm not getting bombarded by these, like Ronnie says, like the requests and the Ron just posted here, and it's like I didn't want everybody and their grandmother to know that, you know, and I especially didn't want my dear old Aunt Clara knowing about it. You know, if she heard I took a drink, she'd be mortified, and you know. But now she knows because Facebook
Ron,
just told her, and
Ron,
it's your fault because you don't have your security settings right. I need a PhD to know that stuff.
We grew up in a land. Now, Wayne, we'll all attest to this. We grew up in a land. We didn't have camera phones. We didn't have cell phones. We were lucky to go do things without the world watching us at every given time.
We had a telephone box.
The people growing up now are always monitored, videoed, photographed, placed, whatever it might be. It's a very different world today. And for once, I can honestly say, you know, when someone says, "Oh, you didn't grow up like I did," I'm like, "You're right. I did not grow up like you did." I'm lucky to have that first job without them Googling my name and seeing all these pictures of things I did when I was a teenager. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then they're like, "Wait, what?"
I wonder what Wayne got up to when he was a teenager.
Yeah. It's so the metaverse, and I've only heard about this, that eventually Facebook's gonna evolve into that, but is it gonna be something that is it gonna change in a way that I might be willing to go back and run my channel brand over there too on that channel, or is it gonna be just a name change or what?
Hang on. If
somebody could, I got rid of it. You got rid of it.
Oh, thanks, thanks, Kenny. Yeah. Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, troll.
Troll.
Good on you, Kenny. Get rid of them, bastards.
Yeah, I got rid of them.
Yeah, Kenny's on troll duty.
He's on troll duty.
I'm here.
The trolls are out.
I'm here, Van City Adventure.
But anyway, what were you going to say, Charlie Grace? I was asking about metaverse thing.
No, I think metaverse is something that a lot of people just have to educate themselves on, and whether it's just spending 7 days and watching some YouTube videos to understand it, or going on Twitter, same kind of thing, and hashtag metaverse or hashtag NFT, just so some people have a little bit more education. It's taken me about a good month to say I truly have an understanding of what is currently in process happening.
Is there going to be a VR associated with it?
Absolutely.
It sounds like just in the words you've only said it, just kind of invokes this World of Warcraft type world, only a little bit more detailed.
I think the hardest part is how we're going to get it in the hands of everyday people. Right now, we've gotten everybody to have a phone. Everybody has a phone in their hands at all times, and they go everywhere with their phone. So the question is, are we going to do something with those phones for the metaverse? How are we going to incorporate this into your daily life, like they have other social media platforms?
I know there's some people. There's a lot of our friends that are engaged in zombie killing at this moment. I don't know how real that world is. From what I've seen on my phone, it's not a totally immersive thing, but I guess it can be at the moment without the goggles and stuff. But
is this a real thing? Zombie killing?
No, it's a game. No, it's a game that a lot of our
communities, that's a game.
Yeah, a lot of our communities formed a gaming community on State of Survival. Is that the name of it?
I don't know.
I think that's the name of the game. Anyway, they're in there, and it's a world in there where they team up to go after the zombie apocalypse.
I play a game. It's called At War. I play that on Facebook. It's a multiplayer game. It's called At War. That's quite fun because it's
so do you have a VR version of Flight Simulator that you play or aspire to play?
I say that again. Sorry.
Do you have a virtual reality headset that you can wear while you're doing your?
Oh
flight
yeah,
simulator?
I've got one down here. I bought it about. I bought it about nearly 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
are you resistant to the? I mean, are you trying to get?
I haven't taken it. I haven't taken it out of its box yet.
No, Ron. Or no, Daryl. Sorry. There is snow here, but I'm not snowed in.
My friend Tony said, "Have you used your headset yet?" And I said, "I'll do it tomorrow." And he asked me that every day, and I say, "I'll do it tomorrow." Honestly, I will do it this week. I will get it out of the box, put the batteries in it, and I'll start it up.
I got to tell you, I'm addicted to mine. I love mine. I was able to do some stuff yesterday. I'm going to go after I'm done with talking to y'all. I'm going to go on my VR and do some stuff. It's pretty intense.
It is. I tried it when I went to Tony's house. He got me hooked on flight. The reason I do Flight Simulator because it's Tony's fault. I went to his house and he said, "Have a go on Flight Simulator." And I said, "Oh, I'm not that interested." And he said, "Oh, have a go." And I had a go and I was hooked. And the next day he phoned me up and I said, "You bastard." And he said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You got me hooked on Flight Simulator now." Then I went back to his house a few weeks later. Then he said, "Oh, have a go at my VR headset." And I said, "Oh, no, I don't really want to have a go." And he said, "Don't stand up because you'll fall over." I said, "Oh, no, I'll stick it on." And I stuck it on. And then
so my next question was going to be, why 2 months? And were you concerned was that what you were concerned about, the motion sickness that you might get or whatever?
Oh, no, it wasn't the motion sickness or whatever. It was just Tony getting me hooked on other things. Because he's got me hooked on Flight Simulator, and now he's got me hooked on VR headsets. All this costs money, you know.
But yeah. One reason why I'd hold on to something that long is in case I overextended myself money wise, and I need to take it back. I don't want to. Yeah. But no. So you'll be able to put those on in Flight Simulator in VR mode and.
Well, I don't know if these are going to work on Flight Simulator because these are the Samsung headsets.
Yeah.
So how do you suppose? I'm sorry, Brony.
I don't know if this will work. If I'm flying the plane and having these on, I don't know if these are going to connect. Tony said they won't. But I don't know because I haven't read the instructions yet.
You're right, Kathleen. You're absolutely right. But I will
say this. Carry on. Sorry.
If there's ever a zombie apocalypse and it's like kickball team, I know who I want on my kickball team. So I have some.
Yeah, but y'all going to be heroes if there is, because y'all are going to be already have your training done. I mean, even the people in what's that show on TV?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, The Walking Dead. Even they didn't have advanced training.
Way back in the day, I used to play that D&D game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm taking them out the box.
Unboxing.
Unboxing. Oh dear. Never used them. Had them for about 8 weeks. I must get them. I must try them. There you go.
So going back to Charlie Grace's, how do you incorporate those into getting those into everybody's hands like they do their phones? And is there some way that the phone can be adapted with with an attachment or something?
So what's going to happen, in my opinion, this is my opinion and prediction. Wayne, you ready for that? I'm predicting this on your show first.
Which was my next question.
This is a big
You already
deal.
started to answer my question before I asked it.
You got 2 beers in me, and
Can I ask one question before you carry on?
Go ahead.
Can you connect the VR headset? Say if you're on your phone in the pub and you're watching something, can you connect it through Bluetooth and watch it that way?
Many VR headsets are internet independent. They do not need to be connected to a computer or a phone or anything else. They are their own computer itself.
Right.
So as far as, but what I can do is I can take my VR headset for what I'm seeing and I can cast it onto a different screen, or I can cast it onto a computer so other people can see what I'm seeing.
So can I watch something off my iPhone and stream it to my headset?
Technically, yes, but there's better ways of doing it that will give you a better experience.
Right. Can you explain that?
So if you get your VR headset on, you can go VR headset on YouTube. Right now, there could be someone in Manila on their VR headset watching this live stream as we speak. But this live stream is not just a square. They're watching it, I'm gonna like this, around them. So like I could be on the left side and you could be on the right side. So they're literally turning to see us more like a cinematic view. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right. You can tell I'm old school.
Hello, people in Manila.
I was born in 1962, for God's sake.
Okay, well, I'm not that far behind you. I'm just saying. I'm right there with you, Yeah. I get it.
So what do you speculate's the future on that, Charlie Grace?
So I feel that the gaming community is going to be the biggest proponent, and businesses are going to be a big proponent because of the COVID situation and people working at home. A lot of what I call old school individuals who are like, I need to see your face in the office. And these new kids are like, no, you don't. I get my job done. Why do you need to see my face? I have a feeling companies are going to be giving these to people who are virtual work at home people, digital nomads, so they can have these standardized meetings with people around a table and their avatars so they can say that they're present at that time. I think that's going to be a new thing in the next 5 to 10 years. It may take a little longer, but I really think that's going to be something they want. It's going to save on travel costs. So that's going to be something it'll be cheap to send. Right now they're $299, $399, but it'll probably end up being $100.
Basically, if somebody gets their work done, that's all that matters.
It's all that matters with my job.
But the problem is, we call it the Great 8. The Great 8 hours that you sell your soul to for a corporation. So I have contracts with a company, and their expectation is for you to work a minimum of 8 hours. And in America, it's a little different too. So let's say they want you to work 8 to 5. So you need to be available to that company working between 8 and 5. And if you're doing anything else, they put work guilt on you, even though your job may have been done by noon.
See, this can't apply to everybody, like a tree surgeon or somebody that's going to be doing some gardening work. It can't apply to people like that.
No, but there's still going to be plenty of people that want to do those other things. So,
like people want cash in hand, or they
HVAC,
barter for stuff. Like
all those services are going to continue to be needed until they have androids that can do them.
I'll cut your tree down. Give me some moonshine.
I'm all for the barter system.
Oh, I barter tons. I barter more now than I ever have.
Hey, but this is a good question. So Amethyst Taste. So Amy's on here. So Amy, you saw something interesting. At least I saw in the restaurant industry. You would go to a restaurant and they had a QR code that you had to use on your phone to get the menu. So that took away from printing. There's an industry that took away from that. And sometimes you would go and there's a little machine on your table where you order everything from the machine. You didn't even have a server. Your food was just run out to you. So there's things that are happening just on smaller scales.
And printers that used to print those menus and stuff are going, hey, what about us?
Yeah.
I have a pub in Penrith in Cumbria that will only accept cash. They will not take these codes, and the pub's thriving.
Mm-hmm.
because people are sick to death of having these codes you just mentioned. And I went in, I said, oh, a pint of lager. And I went to pay with my card. We don't take cards, we only take cash.
Mhm.
I think some people are starting to rebel about against this stuff.
All right, Wayne, what are your thoughts?
Oh no, I am.
Yeah, Wayne's been too quiet in the background here.
We just
Well,
kind of took
listening,
over the
it's
show
great,
here.
Great conversation. My goodness, I'm usually on a live by myself, and I do all the talking. So now I can listen.
Anyway, what's your thoughts about this stuff, Wayne? Come on.
Oh no, I agree with 99% of it. I guess it's perfect.
Yeah.
Now they're doing things with the VR with assembling products. You can do it here, and then somebody actually is assembling it somewhere else. But the professional is sitting at home with the VR, doing all the movements. It's just amazing.
But that's good for high tech.
Well, healthcare. Well, what about healthcare? They're doing surgery that way too.
Yeah,
you can have surgery. You can have a surgeon in Washington State do a surgery in New York City through a VR situation with your patient.
I remember when they first brought keyhole surgery in, and they said that's never going to work, and it did.
Yeah, you see what Charlie Grace was saying about the surgery. You can have a professional surgeon somewhere else in the world with the VR, and telling some dummy guy that doesn't know much about it how to do it.
Right. Yep.
And I think they can actually control the instruments themselves.
So you could take a situation where, say, for instance, the first person to ever transplant a Jarvis heart, which is a mechanical heart, into a person was William DeBakey, Dr. William DeBakey. Well, he also performed valve transplant surgery on my mom, but he had to come to that hospital to her to do that surgery. Whereas now in this day and age, he could have done it over the internet.
Yeah.
So I could actually come and do heart surgery on you through a headset through another surgeon, and you trust me.
Well, not even through another surgeon, but through through mechanical, so like through a robot per se.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty scary. I mean, there's some things. I'm excited. I'm terrified. There's lots of new changes. I mean, the things I've seen in my lifetime are significant. I think of my grandmother and the things that she saw in her lifetime. I'm just curious as to what's coming up next.
The nature of what she saw and what you've seen are two different things, though.
Huge.
Yeah, well, like my grandparents, they look up in the sky and there's an airplane. They've never seen one before. And how far back was that? Not very long ago.
Not that long ago.
No, all of this has happened in about a 100-year period.
Yeah.
What is frightening the most is the survivalists out there that know how to take care of themselves. Mostly people in the countryside or in rural, very remote areas. But people in cities, they haven't got a clue if something really happened bad, worse than the COVID thing.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know how to survive.
No.
I know how to survive. I've got a gun behind me there. I could survive quite easily, but people in cities or big towns, they wouldn't have a clue how to feed themselves.
And even if you do have a clue, though, let's talk about this, because I'm a country girl. I've been a city girl. I've been a suburb girl. I've been a van life girl. Bottom line is land is land is land. You have to grow your food. You've got to kill your food. You've got to figure out your food. And we found out during the pandemic, at least where I am, the things in the grocery store shelves that were empty, which was toilet paper. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, toilet paper.
Come back,
Oh,
Charlie.
is my internet not working the greatest, or what's going on?
It's not your internet. No, it's not your internet.
No?
It's just Charlie Grace is frozen, I think.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
frozen.
she's giving the peace sign.
Yeah, she's frozen.
She's saying later.
She's been censored.
And she was just talking about a good subject too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's been censored.
come back, Charlie Grace. You're frozen.
No, what I was just trying to say is, if something really bad happened, how many people could survive? And most people in big towns and cities wouldn't have a clue even how to feed themselves. If they had to go out and catch something, or snare a rabbit, or gut a bird, or how to cook a bird, or stuff. It's
When you have city-sized population of people all going after the same game, the same rabbits, the same squirrels, they're going to disappear pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
And then what? And then what?
There's a good one. Can you imagine the VR surgery and it freezes?
Yeah, you definitely want a T1 connection for that.
Just put that clamp on that heart valve and it freezes. What do I do now?
Doctor, you're frozen. Doctor, you're frozen.
Yeah, you don't want to hear whoops.
That glitch just cost you your liver.
Yeah. That's all right. I've fixed it with a circlip. How many people know what a circlip is?
No.
Not many.
Can you imagine non-binding contract on something like that?
Yeah.
If the connection glitches and I cut your heart out, you can't hold me responsible.
Yeah. I like your new lights behind you, Wayne.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, at least I have light. It's getting dark here now already. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but
you've got a good internet connection.
It is 7:04 here.
It's 4 minutes past 12 in the
midnight.
Yeah.
Holy! It's 4 o'clock here. 4 after 4.
Come on, Charlie Gracie, coming back.
I don't know if is Kenny frozen up or is he just?
No, I'm actually watching Box Funday. She's got a premiere going on right now.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, you know what I should do? It's been 3 hours, boys and girls.
Okay.
I think I should
3 hours already.
Give somebody else a chance to come on and go live to see someone else.
Well, she's going to be going live after this premiere that she's doing, and then Land Cloud Adventures is going to be going live after that.
Okay.
So Charlie Grace is next?
No, Box Funday.
Oh, Box Funday.
Have you got a link?
I'm fixing to go get that link now where she's doing a premiere right now.
Cool.
And then after that,
yeah. Post that on there, Kenny, if you can.
That's what I'm.
In the meantime, Wayne, Merry belated Christmas to you, sir. Great to be up here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's nice to see you all here. I usually am by myself, and I want somebody to come on, but everybody's afraid. But today it was great. I loved it. It was fun.
I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed getting to learn about the drones and all that stuff from exploring with Eden Valley drones.
Yeah.
Just keep being here and you'll be the place to hang out on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very hard to have the time because you're out filming and stuff, then you're editing, then you have all these computer problems and stuff, and it just builds up on you. And Then you feel guilty because you haven't gone to other people's channels to watch their stuff. So you know what it's like because you have the same problems.
See you a little later, Kat.
Oh, is that the link there?
And
No,
I'm fixing to drop it right to box.
Is that a Facebook link?
No, that it's
No,
not up yet.
no, this will be a YouTube link.
Oh yes,
You
put
just
it up
dropped
yet.
it.
I just dropped it just now.
Oh right.
There you
Hasn't
go,
come up.
guys.
That's the link to the premiere that's happening right now at this moment.
Hasn't
Okay,
come up
yeah,
in
and
the.
it's only
All right,
it's only
Wayne.
it's only a premiere, guys. So it's only on for so long, and then it's off. So
All right,
Oh,
Wayne, we're
right.
gonna say goodbye. And we'll
All right,
see you
Thanks for
guys.
next
having
week.
us, Wayne.
I appreciate
Bye.
each and every one of you guys. Thanks, Gracie, Charlie Grace, also.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Got now to